Good evening, gamers, and welcome back to Hellstormwargaming. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. Sorry about the blocky chat. I think it's a bit big. My chat box has decided to break. If it picks up, it'll stop being terrible. It'll be nice. But for now, we've got a terrible chat bot. But thank you very much for tuning in. My voice is terrible. I am so tired because I am coming off the back of Warhammer Fest 2023. Were you there? Maybe you said hello. Maybe you saw me. Maybe you didn't. It would have been nice to see you. I was being very nice to everyone. I was giving them a very nice treat. And I was very happy to see everyone. But I hope you're all doing well. Thank you very much for tuning in. And before we start, come on, get it out your system. Come on, let's just get it over with. Come on, get it out your system. I know I did something stupid. Something that I criticize other people for. Come on, get it out your system. Go on, Mikey's shit. Mikey's rubbish. Look at him. He dropped out of the tournament. He's such a loser. I'm a quitter. I didn't stick it out. I lost the game. Come on. Come on, get out of your system. Insult me now. I'm giving you a free pass. I deserve it. I deserve it. Come on, free pass. I dropped out of the tournament after the first day because I threw my toys out of the pram. I was being spoiled brat. I deserved more. Come on, I'm a quick maker. Can't insult sexy voice, Mikey. My voice is awful. I've lost my final game of 9th. Oh, come on, get out of your system. Insult me now. Look, I bet all my alerts are going to stop working as well. Then the alerts are working. All good. Thank you so much for the 2, mate. Really appreciate it, buddy. Thank you so much, mate. And also, Jim Martin, you absolute legend. What a legendary person. Jim Martin was on the channel a few weeks ago. He beat me there. He beat me on that too. And thank you so much for the gifted membership, mate. Really appreciate it. Go on. So I went to a tournament. I went to the last hurrah of 9th edition. And I fell out with the tournament. I dropped out. I am a cringe lord. I'm basically a joker. You know, I'm just like, I don't deserve anything that I've ever achieved because I'm a joke. But also, I had a rough time. Ah, what a knob. Yes, I'm a bit of a knob. You lost to Anthony Chu, one of the best players in the UK. No shame in that. No, all the shame, Jim Martin. I'm that cringe lord who dropped because he lost to Genius to the Cult on the first day, and I spat my dummy out. Mercenary Key, last time win with 2 games. Win 2 games. Yeah, I did win 2 games, and then I lost 1, and then I didn't play anymore. So. But what can I say? I had 3 fantastic games, and I was just so tired, and I had a really long day. And I said, listen. I said before I was gonna go, I am very tired. So sorry if this stream is a bit. George is gonna be joining me in a bit as well, just to let you know, because we're gonna be talking about Warhammer Fest as a whole. But yeah, so like after the first day, I was just like so tired. I took no pictures, and I kind of said, I don't know if you remember last week, I did say, if I lost a game, I would drop, because you can't win the tournament if you lose a game, and I'm at Warhammer Fest, so I feel like it was always destined to be. I was always planning to drop, no matter what, really. No matter what, I was probably going to drop. Because I wanted to play Warhammer Fest, chat. I wanted to go do Warhammer Fest things. I felt like I was missing out. I was getting major FOMO. Because there where I was, sweating, rolling dice everywhere. Like this, you know? And, yeah, I only went to just hang out with people. And I just did the tournament because I thought it'd be funny. Listen. He also forced Elliot to drop just in case Elliot won more games than him. That's true. Best overall in OS went 3-2. Annie, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Don't say that. Nah. I was always going to drop. You know, I just went for fun. I just kept beating people. I just felt really bad. I was just like, listen, I can just say hi to them. I don't need to beat them as well, you know? He doesn't count. He doesn't count. No one cares about 9th edition anyway. It's a dead game. Warhammer 40k is dead. You know? What can I say? What can I say? Now, I was at Warhammer Fest, and so essentially I played 3 games. I played 3 fantastic opponents, and I actually took 0 pictures, which is a bit of a shame, because I had a really, really fun day, but I had a really long day. I had 3 games that all went to the full 3 hours. The first round, obviously I was playing my Iron Hands, as you've seen before. I had to update my list since I last played it, because Desolation Marines are a thing. And also, they updated the FAQ regarding the Dreadnought, so it meant I had to take some elites out, because I have elites and heavy support all at the same time. So I changed my list, and I panicked and changed it again last minute. I was painting Desolation Marines. I painted 15, and I was kind of toying whether I wanted to put 10 in the list or 15, and I still really couldn't work it out. And I ended up putting 15 in, and I think that really made my games a lot harder than they should have, because I ended up losing my Tech Marine. So my list was Primaris Captain with Target Protocols, Rites of War, Voxy Spiritum, 2 units of Infiltrators, Scouts in a Landspeeder Storm, a big unit of Vanguard Veterans, the character Dreadnought, and then it was 3 units of Desolation Marines, a Gladiator Reaper, 2 Devastators, and a Drop Pod. And, and 2 Landspeeders as well. 2 Landspeeder Typhoons, or Tornadoes. They're Assault Cannon Multi-Builder one, what everyone uses. And, yeah, I liked my list, but I dropped the Tech Marine for the first time. Worst thing I ever did. Worst thing I ever did. But I ended up playing an Iron Hands mirror match round 1, which was rough. Round 1. Everyone keeps telling me I'm a SEAL clubber. I'm like, I'm going to go to a Warhammer GW event. Day 1, I'm going to be able to smash my games out in 20 minutes and then go and play 10th edition while I'm waiting. No. 3 hours. Bam. There we go. So yeah, Iron Hands mirror match is a great game against Joe. He's a legend. He was using double Gladiator Reapers. He was using fucking Adistreus, Desolation Marines. It was bad. But I ended up pulling the win out there. And then the next game, I played Nathan. He's a legend. We had a great game. I couldn't roll for shit. It was Abandoned Sanctuaries, and he was running Word Bearers, and he had loads of really fast units. And he just charged me because I couldn't screen him. And I was like, oh dear. I ended up scraping the win there, and I was like, this. And it was 3-hour round, and I was like, I haven't had lunch. I've only seen Georgie, because Georgie came to the event as well. Obviously, we'll be inviting Georgie on soon. And I was like, okay. We fought our way out of that one. I've got 2 seconds to go find my table. I'm on table 2. Oh, let's go. And I pull Anthony Chu using G-Stealer Cults, one of the best players in the country, captain or has been a captain of Team England for God knows how long. And I made the biggest mistake. I made one stupid mistake against G-Stealer Cults, and I'll explain this mistake to you. The mission was Tied Conviction, using the new GW layout. And the new GW layout is very interesting. I've not played on it too much before, and it is very, very different compared to the other layouts that they use. So this is the one that I played on at Warhammer World, but using the right deployment types this time. So it was Tied Conviction, one big brick perspex building right in the middle of the board, in the middle of the deployment zone, sorry. 2 bricks on the outside, and then 1 in theirs. And G-Stealer Cults have a really cool relic or stratagem or something called Excavate, where they choose a terrain piece. It's no longer light cover, and it becomes difficult ground. And Tied Conviction has a terrain piece that is 12 by 12 in your deployment zone. So the entire deployment zone, pretty much the entire midsection of the deployment zone where most of my army was planning on deploying, became no cover and -2 move, which is brutal. Brutal. But I did something really silly. So he has essentially had I had a land speeder, and it charged like a bike, and next to this bike I had again, I didn't take pictures, which is why I'm skimming quite fast, because I don't have pictures to back anything up. So but essentially what I did was I was in a really strong winning position, and I had a land speeder around an L, and Chewie had a transport, G's the Cult transport, not the rock grinder, the Goliath truck, I don't know what they're called, it's just the transport version. and a Goliath rock grinder, the transport rock combat monster, next to it. And I was like, I'll charge here and kill his bike in combat, which I did. And then I was like, I'll pile into this transport to move block it, and I'll move block the rock grinder. And I'll tag the rock grinder as well, so it has to shoot me, or it's falling back and doing nothing. That's fine. The unit will get out. That's okay. But otherwise, it doesn't matter. I'll just hide it, and it'll be fine. Anyway, if I just tagged the transport, as mentioned, the one that's not combat based, probably would have been fine. Was in a kind of good position, kind of strong. I would have had to play my arse out still, but I probably would have won that game. If not, it would have been very, very, very close. Just because Genius of the Cults, even with their nerfs to their scoring, are still very good at playing the game. But anyway, because I piled into the rock grinder, the rock grinder proceeded to decimate the land speeder, pile in 3, and then also overcharge and zoom its engines 18 inches because they can auto advance 6. And then you can cast the power and it can still charge. And essentially, this rock grinder, which was move blocked before I consolidate into it. So I consolidate into it.
Brings 15 Desolation Marines. Loses to GSC. Lamar
Thanks,
get
mate.
good.
Thanks, mate. I consolidated to the rock grinder, which allowed it to move 3, which allowed it to advance 18 inches, get advance and charge, and essentially just get into my deployment zone and just decimate all of my Desolation Marines. It was very silly. It was the dumbest thing I've done, and I don't know why I did. It was so dumb. And it was one of those. It's been such a long day. I was definitely fatigued. I'm definitely fatigued now. And it was kind of like, oh yeah, I'll just pile into it. And then he started rolling, and I was like, oh bugger, oh no. And after that, it was all downhill from there. I really just needed a miracle, and one didn't arrive. All specs from 5 dudes just picks up 20 neophytes. There were no 20 neophyte blocks and hardly anything deep strike, so I screened I was super cagey with my infiltrators, and they were the last 2 units to die because I was expecting loads of deep strikes, and then he just didn't. He just didn't put any deep strikes down. He just put them all in the deployment zone. So yeah, so I cocked up basically.
Whatever comes through the gate you will hold. Gene Stealer Screech Run.
Thank you, Niall, for the 5. Thank you, Jabati, for the 6 euros, mate. Yeah, I kind of put up a gate and then just gave him a key to it at the same time. It was very silly. Outplayed and bamboozled. It was just one of those things. It was like kind of like, oh yeah, I'll consolidate into it. Fuck, go back. And it was done out at that point. It was like, that just cost me the game. So then after that, I was like, I've lost the game. I can't get a golden ticket. I can't make the top 8. I'm just going to be playing games for the sake of it. I'm at Warhammer Fest and I've seen no one. I've seen Georgie for like 5 minutes. I've seen other people for like the odd few seconds. I was going to go do Warhammer Fest thing, so I dropped out. So I'm a sore loser. Spat my dummy out. Get rid of that. Toys out the pram. It was shit, mate. It was shit. Oh, it was brutal. But no hard feelings on the tournament. I know I'm saying spat my dummy out. I wasn't that bothered. I was kind of like, this is a last hurrah. I'm more interested in 10th edition now. And like, while 9th edition is fun, I really enjoy 9th edition. Also, at the same time, it's like, I don't want to just play for the sake of it when more people are going to be talking about the 10th edition rules. And then there's loads of 10th edition talks, there's previews, there's stalls with games on and stuff like that. And I kind of want to do that, you know? But get out your system. Get out your system now. And while you do, I'll get something. Because I'm a scrum lord, because I'm a salty boy, I'm going to be nice to you, chat. I'm going to be nice, because I'm really salty. Really salty. Very, very salty, as you can tell. I'm going to do a giveaway. So we're running a giveaway. If you want to enter the giveaway, all you have to do is become a member or give some memberships. And I'm going to give away either the Tolgar Split Eye or the Commissar's Duty. These are 2 event exclusives. These are 2 event exclusive miniatures. I'm giving away Losing Army. No, I'm not now. Don't be silly. So if you would like to win these before they get broken, become a member or gift a membership. And yeah, well, I'll give those away because I know a lot of people who wanted to make Fest couldn't make it, or people just couldn't get to the shop because of the queues. Yeah, so I'll be giving those away. Let me just get make sure the alerts are working. I'm having a few tech issues tonight, obviously. It's I've been away and had the computer in bits. So let me just double check this. I seen it, Chief, with the 10! That hasn't worked! I seen it, Chief!
Gifted members.
He wants the Commissar! He wants the Commissar! Thank you so much, matey. I see you, Chief. And Andy Ted Dad as well. Thank you so much for the gifted. But I see you, Chief, with the fat 10. Holy shit, brother. Holy shit. Innis has just made 11-inch charge to win the game. No way. I should have just watched it. This is basically raffle. It will be members only. It is a member giveaway. It will be members only. So I see you, Chief, has just added 10 people to enter. So if you'd like to win one of these, I'm not saying which yet, though.
Member.
But you're going to win one of them. Should I just give away this one? Or should I give away this one? Or maybe we'll make it fun. This is basically a raffle. It is basically a raffle.
Member.
So I'll get that number added on. I don't know why it's not accepting gifted. That's kind of annoying. Include resubs. Yeah. Doesn't say include gifted. I'll get the gifted on. Let me quickly end it. No one become a member for like 30 seconds. I'll add that to 11. Oh, it's just fucking...
Can't gift on mobile, but here's £5 anyways, smile.
Thank you, Organ UK, you legend, mate. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate it, matey. That's very kind of you. So sorry, this is like just decided not to work. There we go. But yeah, we're up to 11. So if you'd like to win one of these, become a member today. It's a member-only giveaway. It rhymes. It's cute. It's cute. Not the Commissar's lame. Commissar's lame. But what we're going to do tonight, we're going to be talking about Warhammer Fest, talking about the event as a whole, the woes, the good things about it, the bad things about it. And there's obviously been a lot of bad things about it because everybody went Saturday. And we'll address that. And I'll give you my honest opinion, as I always do. And we'll also be talking about some of the reveals. Now, the plan is, I figured you'd all want to talk about the 10th edition rules. So we're going to start with the 10th edition rules that we've seen. Because they're quite interesting. I'm quite excited to talk about them. But then we'll move on to like Warhammer Fest as a whole. And Georgie will be joining us. And we'll talk about like the event. So... for a small fee of £5, you can help a salty streamer in need. It is only £2 to become a member, by the way. £1.99. You want to talk about the nids? We're going to talk about the nids and the reveals. We'll talk about like the Leviathan box set and 10th edition. Then we'll get Georgie to come in and we'll talk about like Warhammer Fest. How's that? Thought I'll put it in the nice order for a change. I'm feeling pretty tired. I don't know how I'm going to stream for, so I thought I'd do the best bit first. So, I'd enter the giveaway. Be in stream. To enter the giveaway, you have to be a member in stream. Okay? As soon as we hit the member goal, we need 4 members or 4 gifted. So 4 members, and then I'll start it going, and we'll run it for like 5-10 minutes. But before we move on, Jason Stayer, Munchie, DD Lion, Nick Shipley, Big Bacon Sarni, Raziel, Eddie G, George Buck, Sangregard. Make sure you say thank you to either the ICU Chief or Andy Tech Dad for being absolute legends and letting you get into that giveaway. You know, get into that giveaway. That's too much effort to watch the stream. I know, mate. I know. It's lovely to meet you, by the way. Lovely to meet you, buddy. Leslie, thank you very much for gifting that membership to William Hobson. There we go. William Hobson, make sure you say thank you as well. You can enter the giveaway.
Gifted member.
And Andy Tech Dad, thank you for the next one as well. Thank you very much. Thank you, Andy. You are a legend, buddy. So, Dean Bag, make sure you say thank you to Andy. We're just 2 away. So, see, there we go.
Member.
Bam. One of these. So, congratulations. You can enter the giveaway soon when it goes on. So, we'll talk about the rules or
Gifted
the
member.
box. We're going to do the box first. Rules or box? Let's do a poll. Rules or box? Rules. Box. Books.
Member.
Ask your community. Answer now, everyone. It was nice to meet you too. Felt weird to hover, but it's worth it. Say hi. No, it's totally fine. Like, when I'm playing a game, it's difficult because lots of people like to come up and say hi. And while I'm in the middle of a game, I can only really say hi back. But, like, if you don't mind waiting around or, like, catch me when in the middle of a game, which is also difficult when all my games went to time. If you catch me, like, between games or just after the game, I'm more than happy to chat and stuff. So I do appreciate you hanging around to come say hi. It's really, really nice of you. Jose Ariola.
Super hyped for 10th and HH this year. Definitely for HH. Finally a plastic
For
assault
the HH.
squad. Cool
Plastic
face.
HH assault squads. Let's go, baby. Yeah, it's super exciting. Thanks for the 5, mate. Really appreciate it. I watched you play. I didn't want to disturb. Well, I'm sorry if I didn't specifically get to chat to you. Obviously, if I'm in the middle of a game, it is tough. Hopefully next time. I'm going to the UK Games Expo. If you are there, then you'll be able to see me there as well. I'm not playing a game there. So, you want to do rules first. 52%. This is like Brexit. What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? 44 people, 140 watching. Oi, 100 people who are watching and tabbed out. Tab back in, vote, tab back out. I think we're going to be doing rules first, by the sounds of it. 53% want to do rules. 53% want to do rules out of 50 people voted. So, well, 51%. Oh, I'll do the box. Nobody really knows. If we get to 60 votes, we'll decide. But thank you to everyone who's gifted a membership. You've all been really, really kind. Obviously, Andy, Lestin, Senior Chief, and thank you very much for the super chats as well. Really, really kind of you. And I said I've grabbed these so I can give them away. I know a lot of people want the commissar. Getting to an event is tough. You know, getting to the shops is tough. So I've decided to grab one, and again, it'd be nice to give back. What's the vote for? What we talk about first? Couldn't find you Sunday. I was everywhere Sunday. That was the problem. When I was playing the problem is, like, when I'm playing the tournament, people know where to find me, but I can't talk. And then when I'm not playing the tournament, I can talk, but it's finding me. So okay, 82 votes. Let's do rules. 52%. Brexit time. Getting to the till was tough. It was. Let's talk about 10th edition rules. 10th edition rules have not been previewed yet. However, there were demo games at Warhammer Fest of 10th edition. So you, the lucky person at home, could go and play 10th edition at Warhammer Fest. Oh, you should be so blessed to play at Warhammer Fest. Bearing in mind, there were queues for 5 hours. That was what the sign said. I wouldn't possibly know myself. But I did manage to chat to some people. who are doing the demos. And there is also a great article that we're going to be looking at. A great website. So, struggling to give members at the moment. Everyone has got problems on PC. That's odd. Sorry, Des. Sorry, mate. I'm not sure why that's happening. So, if you were playing 10th edition, you were one of a lucky 8 on a table because 10th edition is now 4v4. It isn't, but they were doing demos with 8 people at a time because they only had five tables to play 10th edition, which was, you know, I'm not going to moan too much. Obviously, I wasn't queuing, but I did feel really bad for the people having to queue just to play because there clearly wasn't enough tables, and the poor staff having to run those demos. Because they were kind of like, right, 8 people in. This is how this all works. Yada, yada, yada. Off you go. Reset it. Right, guys, come over. This is how it works. Yada, yada, yada. it was pretty upsetting to see. So if you manage to get a game of 10th, or at least one battle round of 10th, amazing. And yeah, thankfully Alex from Wargamer has managed to get a game of 10th. Sorry about the advert. He's like, we support the show, you know. You can support the show by becoming a member and winning a commissar box or the Tolgar Split Eye. So they actually managed to, and they've got a couple of rules that we can actually sit and talk about and have a look. So that's what we got. The rules are going to be focusing on today, because Games Workshop haven't actually previewed any new rules, but they have showed off some data sheets. And also, Lambo, thank you very much for gifting that membership to Lorenzo. We are one member away from giving something away. Oh, it sounds so good to say that. Just one more membership, that's all. I don't know why it's not taking gifted, but there we go. And Matt Byro comes in. Matt Byro comes in with the 15. All right, okay. Congratulations, everyone. We made it. Woo! Thank you so much, everyone, for gifting some memberships. You're all very kind. But you're also screwing yourselves over, because now there are more people to enter the giveaway. Okay, how's the giveaway going to work? What we're going to do is we're going to go to my favorite website, the bot that runs the channel. Thank you so much, Datsun Des. Ant Morris makes me say thank you. Alex Neal makes me say thank you as well. Right, we're going to do a giveaway time. Get hype. We need some faster music, not chill music.
Member.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, chat. It's going to work one simple way. It is known as it's a very unique way to do a giveaway, I think. A very unique way. It is called a keyword giveaway. Okay? It is called a keyword giveaway. What this means is we have a keyword. We write a keyword in this box. What happens is I write a word in this box. You write a word in this box here. Okay? If we both line that up and get it into the same way, you at home could win either the Commissar's Duty or Tolgar Split Eye. Terms and conditions to follow. So if you'd like to enter, now's the time. We need a good keyword. A good keyword. Chat, can you think of one? Can you think of a good keyword we need? 10th edition. We'll use 10th edition. Event ditched. Both of those are valid options. So let's go with exclamation point dropout. That will do. Okay. Exclamation point dropout in chat. Exclamation point drop out. That's all you need to type. That's all you need to type to enter. As you can see, exclamation point drop out. If you type that in chat, you will should start. There we go. Getting some names. Matty Dwow, Jamartin, Seamus, ICE Chief, Will Hobson, Munchie, Moon Tyranid, all getting in there. So type exclamation point drop out. You do have to be a member to enter. You got to be in it to win it though. If you are not a member, you will not get picked up, I'm afraid. It is members only. Thank you so much for becoming a member. Richcraft. Get yourself in there. Exclamation point dropout. That's the type. Do you want to drop out and win these? You want to drop out and win these? Who knows? Who knows? Okay. So exclamation point dropout. We have 36 eligible users. If your name is here, if you can see your name, and it's got a little thing there, that means you're not eligible. It means you're not a member, or you haven't typed the keyword. If you have your name here, it's got a little blue dot next to it, like this, like Rich Beeden. Congratulations, Rich Beeden. You're entered into the giveaway. Look at that. You're entered into the giveaway. Well done. Well done. So, let's have a look who's in. So, type exclamation point dropout. Do you need it on screen, or do you think you can all manage? You have all spammed it very well. You have all spammed it very well. Alex Neal, Andy Evans, Andy Tech Dad, and Morris, Captain Chaos, Datsun Des, DD Lion, Deanbag, DN Stuff, Fates Daydreamer, Grimgar, Hatman Rich, Leston Jones. Jimmy, you need to type exclamation point dropout or become a member to enter the giveaway. Justice Sanders, Lambert Paints, Lord Gitface, Lorenzo, Mardy Marv, Mark Ward, Jamartin, Matt Byro, Matty Dwell, Mercenary, Moon, Munchie Niall, Patrick, Plummy Plum, Raziel, Rich, Ridgecraft, Sallow Star, Seamus, Slacker at Large, Stu Holmes, Tickwall, IC Chief, and Will Hobson. You are all in it to win it. In it to win it. Let's give it. How shall we give out? Dirty dropout. Exclamation point dropout in chat if you want to enter. Hello. Thank you everyone for entering. You do have to be a member to enter. You do have to be green name. Grey name, cringe. Not rewarding grey names today. We did that last week. This week it is members only, I'm afraid. We did some artwork last week. We gave that to anyone in chat. Remember? Remember that? We gave it away to anyone in chat. Look at you now. Exclamation point dropout. How long shall we give it? Should we do a countdown? How long? Someone type of time in length of time in chat. $34 what minutes? You want to do 34 minutes? You want to do 34 minutes? 4.5 hours. You want me to leave it open for 4.5 hours? Okay. 4:30. You want this? This is what you want. This is the time. Okay. We're all going to chill for 4.5 hours. Like the keys at 4 MFS. 5 hours. This is how long? Until the giveaway is live. I'm joking. I'm joking. Come on, come to give me a time. 10 minutes? 10 minutes? Can we do it to 1:45? 1:45. Right, okay. I've decided. Exclamation point dropout. We're going to do now. We're going to do now. But you'll all leave. That's the problem. How do I balance you all entering the giveaway, all sticking around after I do the giveaway? Let's talk about the rules. Let's talk about the rules, then we'll drop the giveaway. How about that? How about that? Is that fair? I think that's quite fair. You gotta stick around for the next 10 minutes. You gotta stick around for the next 10 minutes, okay? End of this article, we'll do the giveaway. Then we'll do it, yeah? Oh, I got spell. Don't type that in chat. Type this in chat. Okay? Let's energetic music rules. Oh yeah, 100%. 100%. So type exclamation point dropout whilst I talk about some rules. Okay. So this weekend you were able to play 10th edition, and Wargamer has put together a nice article to remind me of all the rules that I've told about over the weekend. Yeah, there was demo games. So this is an example. These are the demo games that are being played. Again, images provided by the Wargamer. Great website. Make sure you check it out. Tim and Alex are legendary. Love those guys to bits. They're awesome. So they were doing demo games. They had 8 people around the table. They had 20 of the new Flamer Boys. I forgot what they're called. They had the new Box Note with the las cannon and missile launcher versus they had 2 Dreadnoughts, 20 Flamers. They had 40 Termagants and 2 Screamer Killers on the other side. 2 Screamer Killers on the other side. So they had those, and they were playing 10th edition, and they had some very interesting rules. One of the first ones is 10th edition has Blast still. But how Blast works is a little bit different. Currently in 9th edition, Blast, you check the size of the unit. And obviously Blast, you can't shoot it in combat, but it has a random number of shots. If you shoot at a large unit, say more than 6, you always count as rolling a 3. And if you shoot at a unit more than 11, you count as the max shots. But now you just get +1 shot for every 5 models in the unit. Now this is interesting because it means you can get more shots than your gun can actually fire normally, which is amazing. Because if you got a D6 shot and you shoot against a unit of 10, you actually get D6 +2. Now you could roll a 1, that's still 3, but you could get 8 shots, which is also cool. But it's also against every 5 models in a unit. So 5-man units actually proc an extra shot for Blast, which is really interesting. Rather than it being more than 6, it's now 5. You know? So only 5 models actually gives you an additional shot. So if you got D6 shots, if you shoot a 5 Space Marines, 5 Incursors or anything like that, D6 +1. D6 +1. That is really, really cool, I think. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. So, and as far as I'm aware, I don't know yet, there's no cap. There's no cap. So if you shoot a unit of 30, you're going to get +6 shots. So, I think that's fine. Blast needs some teeth. Yeah, I think Blast a lot of the time had more negatives because people don't run many Horde models, but Blast against big Hordes is really, really scary again, you know? It's going to feel really, really, really scary. Do you think bringing 19-man squads over 20 would be a good idea? Yeah, I think so. I think if you can keep one below every unit of 5, it's actually going to be more beneficial than bringing like 15 of them, you know? If you're going to run units of 20 Necrons, you're probably better off running units of 19 because you're not going to get blast. They're not going to get that additional shot. However, whilst they're not getting that additional shot, you've already lost one technically. So it's one of those, especially if you've got resurrection orbs and stuff like that. For Necrons specifically, it might be all right, but for orcs, maybe you run 29 orc boys, 19 beast snaggers. So definitely interesting. Do you think it's the same question, Seamus, right? Are you going to see more people running smaller units? And I think probably, I'm going to sit down. I think that would make a lot of sense. Just because like, I think the thing is with like running like 5-man squads, you usually can't do anything. But if you take 3-man, are you going to bump it up to 6? Maybe. Are you going to bump it up to 5? Probably not, just because it's like... You're just giving them free shots, which you don't want to do. 9 Immortals and 19 Warriors. Yeah, why not? I still expect we go to Sigmar system unit sizes. That's also true. We don't actually know if that is going to change. Do they go to the Sigmar system of you can take 5 and then you can only add 5 models? You can't add 1 model at a time. That transition, though. Good, right? I agree that squad size will be set. That is a good point. That could be. I guess characters will add to the unit size too. Will the character count to that unit? Do we know? I imagine so. I don't know. I imagine, though. I think that would be the case. That would make a lot of sense if the character is added to it. You wouldn't say, oh, it's a unit of 5 with a character. It's just a unit of 6. Because he's part of the unit, right? And then I think it says it's like only if they die, they become separate units or something. So that's interesting, very interesting. I think Blast, that is like a humongous change. Like really crazy change. They said in an article the character is part of the unit, so that just makes sense. So you'd actually want to run like 18 Necron Warriors, attach a Lord on them or something, or a Cryptek or whatever they're going to be able to do. So Blast is going to be a little bit more scary, that's for sure. That's for sure. The next one, another great picture. Again, great article. Thank you so much to Wargaming for getting all this wrote down, because it's just like it's nice to have some visual assets, because I didn't manage to get onto these tables. But Overwatch. Overwatch, guys. This is crazy. This is crazy. 10th edition Overwatch has a major change all round. It's still a stratagem. It's still 1 CP. But you can do it in the movement phase. Or the charge phase. So, in the movement phase, you can Overwatch a unit. I don't know how this works. It doesn't really say how it works. It just says if an enemy ends its move in range of you, it's fair game. So, in range, if I've got a Basilisk that's got 72-inch range, can I Overwatch every turn? Anywhere on the board? No, I don't think so. But I imagine there is a range of Overwatch. Probably 12. I don't know. Kind of similar to, like, Heresy and stuff like that. Think Boarding Patrol Overwatch. Potentially. But yeah, it feels like a reaction. It feels like a reaction. So in your opponent's movement phase, they come too close to some flamers. Oh, you don't want to charge them? It's fine. Just shoot in the movement phase instead, mate. Don't worry about it. Basilisk is 240-inch range. Exactly. Can a Basilisk Overwatch anything on the board and the table next to you every turn? Nah. 24. You think 24? So 4K is now play like Cowards and Overlords. I don't think so. Jamarty, thank you very much for the 2. Innis wins 89-86, therefore goes 9-0. Oh, well, congratulations to Innis for winning Warhammer Fest. What a legend. Innis, an absolute great guy, really deserving of the win, so I'm really happy for him. So congratulations to Innis, who's just won Warhammer Fest while we were alive. Look at us. What a legend. What a legend. 24 inches is what you were told in the example when you asked. That's fair. So maybe a unit within 24. That's quite a long range for an Overwatch. It's still going to be hitting on 6s, but like being able to shoot 24 inch if you got extra long flamers, for example, that's going to be a pain. Innis to Winnis. Could Overwatch same unit twice in post turn? No, you can't. It says you can only use it once. Once per turn. So, according to this article, it is limited to once per turn. So I'm relying on the Wargaming for a lot of this information. A lot of reminders. I've had a chat with some of the people doing the demos, but I haven't had a game. So So yeah, so like I think about like Tzeentch flamers, like demon flamers. Flamers of Tzeentch. They're gonna be scary. The new incinerator guys, they're going to be scary. They're going to be really, really scary because you just can't go near them because they'll shoot you in the movement phase. Because they've got flamers, they'll auto hit. Even though Overwatch is only 6s, if you auto hit, it doesn't matter. Say still limited to once per turn, which is only because it was during one phase. So, is it because they've misheard or have they been told it's still once per phase, but you can use it in the movement or the charge phase? I don't know. Each time a unit is set up on the battlefield, ends an all move, advance a fallback move, or a charge move. Units of the army that have set Overwatch can Overwatch at that unit. £20 says that's it. That could be £20 well spent. It is a mystery. I agree. It's a mystery. But we'll see. It says it's once per turn. Does that mean it's actually once per phase? Were the people running the demo really tight got it wrong? Potentially. Do we not have all the information it's actually right? Also potentially. So we will see. So that is Overwatch. That's obviously a huge one. So now you're going to have to play a little bit more cagey when you're running at stuff for charges, because you've got to be careful what can Overwatch you. And if it's got a bunch of flamers, that's going to be really scary. But the other one that was interesting is objective markers. Now, I've got to grab one. Now, as far as I'm aware, they have remained the same size. But it says, in 10th, models can't stand on objective markers anymore. No model can end its move covering any part of an objective marker. This is aimed to make sure all players can clearly see all the objective markers on the table at any time. So if the objective marker is still 40mm, this is the objective markers that we sell, restock this week. These are objective markers we sell. So they've got, as you can see, you'll see these a lot of tournaments, because what this is an objective marker and the capture zone all in one. So it says you can't walk on the objective. Now, if the objective marker remains the same, on these, this isn't an objective, this is a marker mat, okay? The actual objective is here, this dotted line, as you can see. This is a 40mm dotted line, and this represents where the objective is in the game, okay? So the normal objective marker in 40k right now is 40mm. A Terminator base, essentially, and that's there, okay? I don't have one, but a lens, let's say for a lens cap. The objective is here, but all of this is the capture zone, and this is why people play them. Because you don't have to measure, oh, am I within 3 inches? It's just like, am I on the mat? Am I not on the mat? I'm always within 3. It doesn't matter. And what you find in the game right now is you put a character on the middle. Trajan, for example, you know. Abaddon, for example. You can put them on the middle of the objective, and due to heroic intervention, which is end of the movement, end of the charge phase, heroically intervene, 3 inches. You can't actually go onto that objective without dealing with that character. But now, for example, with these, if you've got a marker there that you can't stand on, Abaddon has to stand here, Trajan has to stand here, and now you can touch the objective marker without going near the character. So that kind of creates like Because what you can create is an NPE, non-playable experience, where you've got a character on there and you just can't interact with the objective. Where now there is a way to interact. Your opponent can try and stop you by putting the character closer to you, for example. So the only place that you can't hurt cleaving is further away and you can't get to it. But also, at the same time, is if you aren't using these and you are using a real objective, not a lens cap, if you are using these, you can put a model on top and you can't see it, and you can't see where the capture zone is. You put a piece of terrain over the top, you can't see where the capture zone is. You can't get your tape measure near it. So what it does is it allows you to see the objective marker all the time. So I think that's an interesting change. It stops like weird janky stuff to outplay your opponent, which is good and bad. It creates weird experiences where Imperial Knights can just sit on the objective normally, but now they can't, which is going to be weird. Whether they can move across it as normal, I imagine so. They can't end their move on it, which is going to be really weird. You can create really weird, like, move blocking by the sounds of it, according to this. If the Imperial Knight can't, like, get his base over, what happens? Charlie doesn't care, goes 6. Okay, but still. Stops you blocking the whole objective with a Baneblade. Exactly. So if you don't use mats, it allows you to see the objective all the time to measure from, so you can actually get to it. But if you do use those mats, which is because they're markers are not really on the board right now. Until they will be markers, you can use physical things that look cool, because they are actually a thing you are going for, which is nice. But at the same time, it stops weird jank for like heroic interventions, which is cool. I like it. I think it's a good change. Who's taking Baneblades anyway? Literally one guy. So the next one is some interesting changes to fight phase. So this article says, the 10th edition fight phase, the rules for piling at the beginning of the fight phase remain the same as 9th edition, but the rules governing who can fight afterwards have changed a bit. Melee engagement is pretty straightforward. A model that is in base contact with an enemy figure can fight it, as can any models that are in base contact with them. So they've got rid of, according to this, the half-inch engagement range. I'm going too fast. We're all talking about the objective still. My apologies. I'm going too fast. It makes jank for large vehicles. It does, but it also prevents jank for large vehicles. Well, you could take the objective without a big base model, could not charge in some cases because they can't charge touch the marker. I think you'll still get that. You'll still be able to move block, but it's just like you won't be able to hide the objective under a base, I think. Especially if they're planning on like making bigger units, you know what I mean? Like bigger models. Especially like this Screamer Killer that's huge. But yeah, so like engagement range, they've got rid of the half-inch engagement by the sound of it. Because at minute it's half an inch and then half an inch of that one. No, they don't make a half-inch objective marker. They don't make a half-inch measurement stick or anything. Like, people have them, but they don't make one, so it's a bit weird. But yeah, so like base to base is interesting. I'm assuming there's still a vertical distance for engagement range. Otherwise, Drakari tanks are going to become real sweaty. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm sure they'll have like stuff like hover vehicles. Like they'll have a rule for it. Maybe you measure straight down, for example. But yeah. Do you think they did this at the demo to make it easy to play? What do you mean? Do it like change the rules for the demo? I don't think so. I think they probably took some interesting things and just made it so people could see what the new rules were. Because the whole point of the demo is just to see what 10th is like. And if you're gonna wait 5 hours and not get the real rules, that'd be really annoying. That reads as my stuff in base with yours, and then my guys in second rank to me. That's exactly what it says. Yeah. As I said, currently you can be in base, you can be half an inch away, and then the next guy can be also half an inch away, and you can still fight. And now it's kind of like shoved it a bit closer, you know? These could be the combat patrol rules rather than full rules set. That's also true. We are just going off what we're doing, you know? But in terms of consolidate moves, units that aren't engaged with the enemy at the end of the fight phase can still make a 3-inch consolidate move, but only if it puts them in control of an objective or in engagement range. So no janky free movement. No janky free movement. So at the minute, this is an interesting change, because at the minute, if I charge 2 units into 1 unit, and I and I kill something, that's cool. But the other unit that hasn't fought can pile in 3 and then consolidate 3, so it gets like a free 6-inch move. And that's really janky and always really weird. Where you can like charge loads of stuff into one guy, punch it with like shit stuff, and all the big stuff can then free movement 6 if you need it. I agree, Des. I like the janky free movement because that's like where games are made, and you know, you can like win games by doing that. But yeah, it sounds like they got rid of it because you can only consolidate if you are consolidating into an enemy unit or onto an objective, which I like. If this is a new thing, so you might be able to consolidate onto an objective to take it instead of fighting, which would be nice, or after you fought. Which is really cool. Have I spoken about Fight First? I don't know much about Fight First, except for what Chappers has said. Fight First is a thing, but there's no Fight Last. Just Fight First and everything else, which is really interesting. So no Fight Last. I presume because there's so much jank with Fight Last and then Fight First and then not Fight First, but you have Fight Last and you always count as fighting last, but then you've got Fight First. Trying to work all that out. So being able to just have Fight First is cool. You don't have like triple priority. You've just got one priority. Near an objective, not onto it. Very true, Mark. You can't consolidate onto an objective. You can consolidate near it, in capture range of an objective. Fellhammer, great weekend. Got yourself. Oh, I'm really good to manage to chat to you, Fellhammer. I saw you knocking about, but every time you were busy, I wanted to come and say hello. Maybe next time, mate. But yeah, that's a really interesting one. Again, so it just feels like they're getting rid of some of the weird, back from the sound of it for combat especially, like getting rid of some of the weird jank, like free movement outside the movement phase for no reason. Being able to pile in and consolidate, etc. Like when you haven't even fought is really weird. But then being able to consolidate towards objectives or onto objective markers, onto capture zones. I'm going to say on objective, just not on the marker. So you can consolidate onto objectives or into engagement range. I like that because you can do some funky jank with that too. But it also allows your unit to move into a better position every time, rather than being like, I can either go into this big nasty thing or not move. So either way I'm going to die. Where it's like, oh, actually I can consolidate onto the objective, which is really nice. That's a good positioning for me. So I like that. I like that a lot. So charging and not basing in order to consolidate away with the succubus is super annoying. Yeah, and it's always weird. It's always weird, like charging but not basing and then flying around the side of the unit and then piling out the other way. It's always a bit weird. Again, it's just trying to get rid of jank, which is a nice thing to do. So also, before I go on to the next bit, as I mentioned, if you are a member, type exclamation point drop out in chat. Make sure you're in chat because we're going to be doing a giveaway. We're giving away one of these or both. So make sure you stay tuned in. Exclamation point drop out. It is member only, and you do have to be in stream to win. So we talked about desperate breakouts or desperate escaper tests. How it will work for battleshot units that fall back from combat. As we know, 10th edition battleshot tests are made on 2d6. You need to equal or beat the unit's leadership at start or become battleshot for the round. If your unit's battleshot, its OC or objective control drops to 0, meaning it can't hold any objectives. And if it falls back from combat, it must take a desperate escape test. And what is that? You roll a die for each model falling back, and for each 1 or 2, a model will flee. So as suspected, that parts were similar to 9th edition combat attrition test. So desperate breakout, trying to fall back if you've broken, you tend to get chopped down on the way out. That's really good. That's really, really good. And the Screamer Killer has Death Scream in your shooting phase. After this model has shot, select one unit hit by one or more of those attacks. This unit must be a battleshot test. Must take a battleshot test, subtracting 1 from that test. And then what does it do? Just have to hit. D6 plus... Oh. I think I pressed back. Where is it? There it is. D6 plus 3 attacks. Blast. Hits on a 4. So out of 4 shots minimum, you got to hit once, and you can make them take a battle shock test. If they get fallback, they get cut down. It's good. It's very good. Steel Man F, thank you very much for creating a member, buddy. Really appreciate it. So that's really strong. That is a really strong data sheet. Look, T9, move 8, top save, wounds 10. Nasty shooting, loads of shots, bioplasmic scream, blast, assault, so advance and shoot. Scream and killer talons, 10 attacks at strength 10, -2 free damage. Oh my god. 10 attacks. This is lion level of attacks. This is lion level of attacks. Brutal. Hits on the 3, strength 10, -2, 3 damage. That is awful. That is so bad. That is so bad. A knight falls back while battle shocked and gets cut down. Don't be shit. Don't roll a 1 or a 2, you're fine. And that's pretty much it. A lot of the stuff we already know. He's actually less than attacks its current data sheet and now gets 10 plus angry charge. Ah, interesting. Interesting. But still, it seems pretty nasty. I suppose it's because we're out of... we don't have the context yet. We don't really know what the norm is right now. So it sounds good. A common misread rule seems to be that units that trigger a battle shot text check have to pick one unit. I see a lot of YouTubers think it's all units hit. No, it's just one unit. I heard assault weapons can fire without the -1 after advancing. Interesting. Very interesting. So they're the new rules we know from 10th edition. According to the Wargaming, thanks to Wargaming for making that article, just so we can have a good look through and have it all written down. So thank you so much to those guys, the legends. So make sure you do check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. But otherwise, I'm excited to see what the rest of 10th shows off. I'm sure Games Workshop will be doing some confirmations on some of those rules we've seen. Are they from Combat Patrol? Are they from the main rule set? Were the people doing demo games really tired and maybe got things wrong? Potentially, all of those could be. Time for giveaway! Time for the giveaway! It's time for giveaway. I need to stand back up. I need to stand back up for the giveaway. Exclamation point dropout. If you all remember. If you remember, exclamation point dropout. We currently have 43 eligible members. This is a game we're going to play together. We're all going to be in it. The song stopped. Stop it now. There we go. Exclamation point dropout in chat. You do have to be a member to win. You're going to win either the Commissar's Duty, the event exclusive Commissar with sword and book. As you can see, he has a book. He loves to read the manga. Or you could win Tolgar Split Eye from the Slaves to Darkness. This is a very cool war cry. Slaves to Darkness, Age of Sigmar generic mini that you could convert for 40k, but also looks just very cool. Does look very cool. Exclamation point dropout. There are 44 people entered. There are over 170 people watching. So now's the time to type dropout. Now's the time to type exclamation point dropout as it says on the screen. I'm going to read through who's entered. Again, you have to be a member to enter. I'm going to change the song because it's not working for some reason. That is fine. Exclamation point dropout because I am a dropout. This might work. Let's go. Let's go. What, you're not going to 8 people gift you membership? No, mate. No, mate. You're just going to have to get one. You gotta get one. It's literally £1.99. So if you'd like to win, type it in chat right now. Let me read through who's entered and who's not entered. We have Alex, Andrew Ibbotson, Andy Evans, Andy Takedad. If you ever have a blue thing next to your name, you're in. If you don't, you're out. Ant Morris, Beanbag, Cappy Chaos, Des D Lion, Deanbag, DL318, DN Stuff, Fate Say Dreamer, Grimgar, Hatman, Ian Lestin. However, JCM, Jimmy, and Joel, you haven't entered yet. Exclamation point dropout. Type that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You know, you three. JCM, Jimmy, Joel. Type exclamation point dropout. Justice, Sanders, Lambert Paints, Lord Gitface, Lorenzo, Maribov, Mark, Martin, Matthew, Matty, Mercenary Q, Mood, Munchie, Niall, Patrick, Flubby, Brazil, Rich, Ross, Rydberg, Salistar, Seamus, Slacker at Large, Steve Clapton, Stu Home, Taqual, ICG Chief, and Will Hobson. Type exclamation point dropout if you are not here when I do the draw. You are not in the giveaway. I'm going to draw in 5, 4, 3, 2, 3. And we're going to go with... DD Lion! Come on down. DD Lion, come on down, mate. Come and say hello. Are you there? Are you there? Come and say hello. Come and say hello. Are you there? Are you there, DD Lion? If they don't answer, they don't win, by the way. They do have to be here to win. I did say they have to be here. DD Lion, are you there? Are you there? If you're there, say something. I'm definitely here, but it's not showing up here. That's weird. That's very weird. There we go. Look at that. They all popped up. Beautiful. Let's get it up. Okay. DD Lion. We've got some important questions to talk about. Okay. Right. You have to be favor. You have to be favor. So, legally, I have to do, depending on what country you're based in, not sure which, don't know yet, I have to ask you a question, a quiz, a skill-based question, where you have to tell me an answer just to make sure you are a real person. So, Chris Peach used to work for Games Workshop and now works for the painting phase. What is Peach's first name? I'll repeat the question. Chris Peach left Games Workshop and now is working with the painting face. He's known as Peachy, but what is his first name? You do have to answer to enter. No pressure. No pressure. You do have to answer. I do need to see DD Lion answer. Will he answer? I'll be able to take the first one. Is he going to come in? I want it on screen. I want it on screen. Come on now. Final time, I'll read the question. He said he wants a... Chris Peach used to work for Games Workshop. He's now working with the painting phase. What is his first name? I think he's broke. I know he did. I'm waiting for it to pop up. He's funny. I'm waiting for it to pop up. Yes, I know he said it. It's going to pop up. There we go. Look, see that? It popped up. God, you guys are so angry. You guys are so angry it pops up. He said Chris. I'm so sorry. His name's actually Christopher. Oh, D-Light, so close. So close. Oh, I'm joking. Now, we're going to do something fun. We're going to do something fun, okay? I have 2 miniatures to give away. DD Lion, me and you, we're playing a game, okay? Me and you. I have 2 miniatures to give away, as you can see. Okay? Which one do you want? Are you wanting the Commissar? Or are you wanting Tolga? Which one do you want? Me and you are going to play a game. You'd like the Commissar. That's a great answer. That is a great answer. Okay. So let's make it interesting. Let's make it interesting. You would like the Commissar. I would like to drag out this giveaway. Okay? Trade offer. Trade offer. So what we're going to do, we're going to play a very high complex game. Okay? We're going to play a little game called Coin Flip. We're going to call it a little game called a coin flip. Okay? If you get this right, you can have what you want. If you get this wrong, You get nothing. How's that sound? How does that sound, DD Lion? Double or nothing, maybe. It's a fix. It could be. It could be. How you feeling? How you feeling? Let's do it. He's in. He's in. Okay. DD Lion. No pressure. However, I did just ask you if you want to play coin flip. You could have said no, and I would have just given you the commissar. Congratulations, you're playing the coin flip! So heads or tails? I like to live dangerously. Ooh. It's been a slow week, but I scraped the barrel. I'm literally dragging it out. I don't know why. I'm getting Georgie in a minute. So, DD Lion. Heads or tails? Wants to play tails. Interesting. I wish I had the... I don't have that. I don't have that. Do I have that maybe? Who wants to be a millionaire? Answer given. 1 second. Are you ready? Oh, we don't have it as a sound clip. Oh, the full soundtrack. Does it have timestamp? Come on down. No, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. You want to play Tails? I'm really dragging it out now. Tails, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Oh, it's Tails! Congratulations, DD Lion! You've won! You've just won. Where's my music gone? Oh my god, please, for the love of God, stop doing this. Stop doing this now. It's there. Oh god, there it is. Congratulations, DD Lion, you just won a commissar! There it is. Let's go. You just won the commissar. Congratulations. Unless you want to double or nothing. That's the question. DD Lion, you're feeling lucky. Would you like to double or nothing? Michael will never be a game show producer. I know we have all this set up, but I'm tired and I haven't done it. Would you like the commissar? Or would you like both? Would you like both? He wants to do it? Sure, why not? Okay. No pressure. No pressure. But heads or tails? If you get it right, you get both. DD Lion. If you get neither, if you get it wrong, you get neither. He wants to go tails again. It's always tails. Sticking with the lion theme. Lions have tails. Trust me, tails is the winner. You know what, DD Lion? I do trust you. Okay? So here we go. Flipping in 3, 2, 1. He's won! He's only got a 1! Congratulations, DD Lion! DD Lion just won both! Congratulations! Woo! Let's go, baby! Well done, DD Lion. You just won both these miniatures. We dragged all that out. I could have just given you it the first place, but you said you wanted to play heads and tails, and I had a great time. I hope you did too. Let's give it up for DD Lion in chat. What a boy! Congratulations. Congratulations, DD Lion. You've just won. Make sure you join the Discord. !Discord in chat. If you haven't already, please do join. It's a great place to be. But also, you can drop me a message. If you want to type at me in Ask Mikey, or you can drop me a DM and I'll get to you as soon as possible. I'll get these 2 shipped out to you. Congratulations, DD Lion. Thanks, chat, and thanks, ICD Chief, for the membership. ICD Chief is seething at the bit now. See the bit, because I know he would have wanted that commissar. Take it or double it and give it to the next person. Excellent. Excellent. I don't have anything to double it with. Sadly. I don't have anything to double it with. Fuck my life. Well done. Thank you very much, ICD Chief, for triggering the giveaway and then losing it straight after. What a beautiful time to be alive. It'd be nice to look what happens. Well, thank you, mate. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Leviathan box. No, we'll save that one. We'll save that one. So I'm going to get Georgie to come in, see what she's doing. Do we want to talk about Fest a little bit? Have you all seen the new stuff?
A crusade to cleanse the stars. Our forces engage the remnants of Leviathan. Soon, their foul...
The Stern Guard. The new Stern Guard. Where is he? Look at him with his firstborn head. Oh, yeah. Look at him with his firstborn head. The best head. The best head. Not this week. Not from this weekend.
Don't shout that when I walk into the room.
I know. What's his bag from? I don't know. I don't know. Come join us. Come join us. We're just looking at the fact that Games Workshop have put a firstborn head on a Primaris.
Yes.
And I only do that. I don't use Primaris heads.
Because they copied you.
They did copy me. They did copy me. And look at the weird copy plasma. Have you seen these?
I can't even remember. Genuinely, I'm so tired.
These are the Stern Guard, as you can see. We're just having a nosy. Just having a nosy. He's cool. We've got the Terminators. We've seen those. No one cares. We've got the Apothecary. This is the Deliveroo driver, as you can see. He's got his little pizza bag. You know, keeps your food hot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like pepperoni. We've seen him. We've seen him. We've got this bad boy. What do you think to him? Less cute. What about Daddy?
Have you looked at all of this yet? Because I think that's fine.
Daddy. Daddy.
No, Daddy is you gone through the Horus Heresy releases.
No.
Or that.
No.
That he is.
Sounds like I need to add my head to the Stern Guard, probably. Well, welcome everyone. This is Georgie. If you've not seen Georgie before, hi Georgie. Let me move the camera a little bit because my chat is not working, so it's not see through. So we're gonna do that. There we go. And then you can budge in a little bit so you can see. There you go. So we could I thought we could just come on and talk about Warhammer Fest. I have some visual assets if we need them.
Also known as photographs.
Yeah, and video, bruh. I've got another one as well. I've got like this one.
Yeah.
So I thought we could chat because I was invited to go to Warhammer Fest after I had bought a ticket.
Oh no.
Oh, were we?
Oh no.
Oh, what a great time! Has everyone got a link?
So, quickly for context,
Go for it.
I was supposed to be there just for Saturday, right? I had a 3-day pass, but I went just for Saturday. And oh, cute, I had my hair done, makeup nice, etc.
Gang.
Then my train got cancelled on Saturday night, so I had to share Elliot's couch with Mikey. So then obviously I had to go and buy, like, oh, thank you, Patrick, that's really sweet. I had to then go and buy a toothbrush and some. I had to go buy a toothbrush and I had to go and buy some like face cleanser from Tesco. So on the Sunday, I had no makeup on. I had to borrow one of Mikey's t-shirts. Hadn't showered. Hadn't washed my hair. I looked like death warmed up, and they're like, "Do you guys want to be in a video?" And I was like, "Today, team.
Today.
Are we going to do a live react?
We're going to do a live react. So if you let us know you can hear us okay. It is Georgie's birthday as well, so thank you. Tomorrow. Georgie's birthday tomorrow, not today. So thank you, Patrick, for the
Sorry,
really
Nick.
Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Sounds like a horror. The horror is in the sound or the experience, because now we're getting confused.
I looked like a horror.
You didn't look like.
And then my mum phoned me up and went, "I could tell you had no makeup on in those pictures." So I was like, "Thanks, Mum."
Excellent. Let me turn the gain up a little bit.
Okay.
So I can sit further back. Because I'm quite loud, and then Georgie's quite quiet. So you can talk normally. You can sit back a little bit as well.
Okay, sorry.
You relax a little bit.
I'm stressed.
So thank you, Jabati, for
Thank
the 2,
you,
mate. Really
guys.
appreciate
That's
it.
really kind.
Thank you so kind. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. So we were in Games Workshop's video.
My birthday might be about to get ruined.
We
We'll see.
were in Games Workshop's video. What the fuck, bro?
Oh god, I said some really unhinged stuff because I was
So did
really
I.
tired as well.
So was I. Are you ready? Are you ready for the bit?
Ooh.
This is Warhammer Fest weekend highlight number 3.
We're in number 3.
It's Monday.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, look, it's the 9 people playing 40k along. Gang, gang. The best fest.
Best of fest.
Best fest. Of course it was the best. I was there. Oh my god, the worst seminars.
Yeah.
I guess you have to buy tickets for it.
I think you must. I don't know where they were though. The non-metallic metal ones sounded really interesting.
I love the shaky camera.
All right. People in glass houses, Michael.
Yeah. That's nice.
Oh, is that Josh? Oh, it's Josh in the background.
Was it where?
Prince of Beeltown, Josh.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That's his hair. You can tell he's got gorgeous hair.
Oh, look at all the cosplayers. That's
Yeah.
cool.
They're amazing. Oh,
Oh,
I'm so
this
excited!
is the cosplay walk, which is cool.
Yeah, it was sick.
From Leviathan, my favourite model is.
So it's
gotta
James
be
for
the Super
Siege.
Killer.
Has got to be the Cyclophage.
Katie.
I think it's one of probably the best models that I've seen designed
So it's next, I
in
think.
recent times. They've absolutely smashed it out of the park.
For me, it's all about community.
Ah!
I keep seeing people who I haven't seen in ages and
That's
get to catch up
you!
with them,
Fucking
and it
kill
feels like no
myself.
time has passed.
It is an amazing
I'm just.
experience.
They call me out again! They call me out again!
I look like a demon!
I'm just looking good! I look so
It is an amazing.
I look so bored!
You might be in the next bit. Oh my god. Oh shit. Oh no. No, you might be in the next bit.
Nah. Nah. I'm not there because they cut me out, that's why.
Again, this
They
is
put
the
Katie in twice!
Okay, it's better than you. This is the second time that they've put him out and left me in a video, by the way.
Bullshit! They've put me out again! Just a mic stand! God damn it!
My smoker's cough. Holy shit, guys. Sorry. This
I'm
is
out.
so funny.
I'm out.
No,
Right.
that's it. It's literally just that.
So I can't think of any joy. I'm a glorified fucking mic stand.
Mike, stand. That's what they say to you, and they do an interview for me.
Shut the fuck up.
No makeup, no hair wash, still stays winning.
Play,
I've had
girl.
massive smile on my face all weekend.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I'm gonna be so pissed in a second.
I've got a few ideas what to do with the live.
I'm gonna speak to Wargamer.
Sweet Pete. I barely got to talk to Pete this weekend.
So the first thing I'm going to do is get all of those Tyranids done. So I
If Katie's in it 3 times and I'm only a mic stand, I'm gonna be pissed off.
Well, Katie has an enthusiasm that you did not bring. Clearly, look at your face. You know what I mean?
Get out of the way.
do paint a Leviathan scheme, so that is really exciting to get those done.
My favourite thing that I've seen so far.
James is in it twice.
I'd have to say it's the 10th edition box. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. It's the best time to get into this amazing hobby that we have with an easily accessible box.
All right,
loads of
corporate
incredible
speak.
models, and a
Look,
great
yeah, he's reading
community
the script.
running every single
Don't get
day.
bitter.
Don't you dare leave me out. Don't you dare leave me out. Don't you dare leave me out. Don't you dare. The music's got louder, guys. Don't you. No! 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 Not again! Not again! I gave such a good answer!
The best
Hello,
stuff is
I'm Peachy.
the best.
That's
bit is-
Peachy!
The-
Stop it!
They kept asking like questions like, "What was your favorite thing from the Leviathan box set?" And Mikey would give like a really interesting answer. I'm like, "I don't know, it's cute. I don't really, I don't know what that. I don't know what that is."
I'm so fed up. Never again.
And
Games Workshop never invite me to anything. I'm joking. I'm joking.
you can invite me. It's fine. And Mikey was giving like really in-depth answers, like, "Oh, I'm really excited to get this painted in the new scheme." And I was like, "I'm here to see my friends for vibes."
They literally said, "What game are you most excited about?" And I said, "Warhammer 40,000, not 40k. Warhammer 40,000, especially the new edition." And they still cut me out.
I said, "I like Horus Heresy." And then they said, like, "What 3 words would you use to describe Warhammer?" And Mikey went, "My whole life," which was cringe. I'm glad they cut that. I thought it was really embarrassing. And I was like, "Community, creativity, and fun."
I don't know what's more cringe, not using
That's
that or not using
that's my favorite. I love the fact you said that, and they were like, "Nah, my whole life, nah." Ooh. Ooh.
Imagine being a GW shill and getting cut out of their video. This is not the first time.
This is the second time. This is the second time that we've been in an interview, and they're like,
cringe. It's all cringe. I hate it. Why they dragged me away? I lost my head for a bit because they dragged me away.
This is. Oh, I'm so glad I came in for this.
Right. Cheers, guys. Thanks, everyone.
Because I gave like the shittest answers, and they're like, "What are you looking forward to doing?" And I was like, "I don't know. At least love Blood
Sorry,
Angels."
1 second.
And then
As you were.
I was like, "I love Blood." Look more unhappy. I was like, "I love Blood Angels, and I love Sisters of Battle, and I want to paint them, and they're really pretty."
This is literally how it was.
This is literally how it
I
was.
so annoyed.
And my answers were good. Shut up.
Sorry about the noise.
So, microphone. This is amazing. Please put all your memes in the Discord, guys. I'm really excited for this.
I'm so pissed off. I'm so pissed off. It's very warm in here.
Best birthday present for me. Yeah, this is their birthday gift to me.
This is shit. I hate it.
This is the second time this has happened as well. So pissed off. You know, I think it's Dan. Thanks, baby, if it is.
This is really weird. Is this guy holding the mic? For fuck's sake.
No, can I just mention as well?
Warhammer Fest was bad.
No, Warhammer Fest was great, and a specifically great bit was when Wito Bills, the guy who does the huge like Blood Angels cosplay, which I love, obviously.
Sorry.
You got a picture of. I sent you the picture, didn't I? This guy. He's amazing.
Why would you reward a player that uses Blood Ravens as Iron Hands with exposure?
Exactly.
GW just
they know
spat
that
in
I'm
your
like a
face, you
purist, and I would,
delegate.
and I always make jokes about you don't paint in the right colours, so they're like,
They're
oh,
a fucking successor.
So this guy, Wito Build, he's amazing, and obviously I get excited because yeah, Blood Angels, I love them. And
Thank you, Leslie, for the 5, mate.
there was me and Quipster, Alex, and he comes up to us and goes, "Oh my god, I remember you guys from the Heresy event. It's so good to see you again." And then says to Mikey, "Can you take a picture of us?" And Mikey stood there with his gimbal and his creator pass and was like, "Yeah."
Sorry, why are you
Fine,
here
I
again? Sorry.
Because I'm here to. Why would you in that video? You didn't say shit.
I don't know why I'm sat here. Why am I even here? Literally, Louis Payne just being like,
Ginger Steve.
thank you very much for the 34 months on coaching tier, Stephen. That's our highest tier.
I know.
That's 34
Ginger
months.
Steve, you're an absolute
That is
legend.
too much, Stephen. Thank you so much.
Be honest with yourself, mate. They need that video to work with an international audience. They can't have, "Hey, up, most excited about new edition of Warhammer 40,000.
Listen,
true.
Steve's the only nice one here. At least I can be like, you know what? Yeah, I understand that. Not just like, you're just a mic stand, shut up. You're here so we can make fun of you. I might just leave.
My dad's going to be so upset. My dad literally phoned me up on Friday, then again on Saturday, to be like, "How's Mikey doing? Is he winning?
No.
Is he going to make the tournament?"
Framed it nicer.
Thank you.
So anyway, we went to Warhammer Fest.
I know they saw me. I was there in the video.
I will ask you to leave.
Like they were going to do to you in that video.
I'm leaving. I'm out.
Oh, God.
I'm
Give the
out.
people what they want,
I'm out.
finally.
Do you want to watch this video with people and tell people?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. How do I make it play? How do I make it play? Hi guys. So I was at Warhammer Fest. I'm not going to read that one out, and I'll make no comment on it. Mikey dropped from the tournament, so I dropped him from the vid. Exactly. Oh, you get it. You get it. So this was the entranceway, which was great, and it's where they interviewed us, and it was quite entertaining because I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but like smoke would shoot up from these bits here, so quite a lot of the interview had to get kind of cut because we were getting like face full of smoke from these like geezers that were there, which was amazing. And then this was the entranceway. It's very cool. Lots of good photo ops in front of all the cool props. He's actually gone. I don't think he's coming back. So you go in this way. And I just had a good point. He's back. Maybe all the bits you were speaking about over had that smoke coming up from that thing. So they had to cut it out. Charitably. You know? That could be the thing. It could be the
sit
thing.
in the streamer chair while I sit in the Paul chair.
Yes. That's my chair. Hey. That's my chair. Yeah, or guys, or super chat so I can get the Attack on Titan Secret Labs chair. Thank you. So yeah, you walk in, and it was like you walk in one way and you kind of loop around the whole event, right?
Mm-hmm. You can
Don't take my instruments
press
away
the
from
space
me.
bar.
Babe, please, I'm busy. So this is where all the Golden Demon cabinets were. And we thought that there was a queue system. There was not. And even if there was, I did not abide by it.
No, there wasn't actually a queue system, but people were queuing.
I think it was a queue to submit, right? It was a queue to put your entry in, yeah. It's a really intense shot of this guy and his kid. So this is the hall. It's an ex-train station. You can tell, I think. It's really pretty. It's a nice venue. Hard floor, though.
I think this is where people got a bit annoyed. Because if you walk in, as you can see, there is a Tyranid spike, some barrels, and a Terminator like 4 miles away.
Yeah. So the Terminator spike, the Tyranid spike, and those, I'm pointing at the screen. You can't see what I'm doing. No. And the like the toxic waste barrels and stuff. They were part of the scavenger hunt. So there was a scavenger hunt going on all weekend where you scan a QR code, and it kind of takes you in different areas, and makes you go around the entire venue essentially. Which is quite cool. I think quite a few people did it. It's like a nice little idea, I suppose, but it felt a little bit sparse. One could argue.
Yeah, so I was talking to people about this because I think a lot of the complaints you've probably seen on Reddit. There's been a lot of complaints about the queues and stuff like that.
Hashtag QHammer.
Hashtag Q Hammerfest. So it's basically people memeing about being a bit of a queue simulator. But the problem is the first day.
He's back.
The first day, this area was rammed, and it was just like full of people and everyone trying to get to everything. This was this morning, so obviously it's a 3-day event.
This was this morning, Monday morning.
This morning, yeah. And then obviously it's a lot quieter because a lot of people have been in and out. And I think people were like, why are they not using the rest of this space? But I also think it might have been a fire hazard.
Possibly.
Just to do with emergency exits and having too much stuff in there, you won't be able to get as many people in, which is arguably what people wanted at the same time. I love how that's just Childs just getting infected by that.
Yeah, just chilling. Chilling. Yeah, there were like things to hold the pins for the scavenger hunt. You had to pay for them. I was a bit like, I want a fun little pin. I did not get one. I stole 2 pencils. That's all I got.
Will you not admit to that?
So we're on a table. I think you could take them.
Yeah, 3 pencils. So a lot of the complaints. There was a big Reddit post that someone sent me about like it was like someone's experience of Warhammer Fest. We'll get the negatives out of the way first, then we'll do the positives.
Yeah, because I mean, I think the way that I see it was good. I think I wanted it to be a bit better, but I really enjoyed it nonetheless. You know.
So I think the problem is the first day. I think they had 10,000 attendees all at once attending, and there's 30,000 available over the weekend, but 10,000 that first day. But that included probably like half to 2/3 3-day passes, and then the rest 1-day passes.
Yeah,
and
I'm not sure,
with it being the first day, everybody all went at the same time. They all got there first thing.
Yeah, so I came a little bit later. I arrived at about 10 to 11 with my friend from work. You got there at like 9, right?
I was there at 8 for the tournament that I played one day.
And I saw on Instagram all the pictures of the queues and everything, and then we got there at like 10 to 11, and we just sailed in. So I think everyone must have got there like bang on opening time.
Excuse me.
I'm thirsty.
So yeah, I think the main problem was a lot of people went onto Reddit straight afterwards because they were annoyed because they had so much queuing because everyone was there. But what I found was the Sunday and Monday just got quieter and quieter. Like Sunday was very manageable, and Monday today was because I did attend a little bit this morning. I went for a few hours this morning. Today was really, really quiet in a way that it was not empty, but it was like I went up to a stall to play a game and I got straight on it. I went up to see the 10th edition thing and I got in the shop. I managed to get to the till and stuff. So I think as a general feedback for GW, they need to put out more of the stuff that they have on. But also, as an attendee, if you are planning to go to Warhammer Fest, unless you're going to try and see the previews, which is limited to less than 1,000 people at a time, I think it's 700.
Yeah.
Just go for one day and don't go on Saturday. That'll be my best advice.
Yeah, I think that because obviously I arrived a little bit later on Saturday, and you didn't really get to see much of it on Saturday because you were in the tournament. But on Saturday it was horrendous with the queues and the amount of people that were there, which I didn't really mind too much because I didn't want to get anything from the shop. There's nothing that I really wanted to get there. It's like you said this. I'm gonna have a look at Bolt Gun when it comes out. I'm not in a rush. I didn't want to sit down and play it. There's nothing that I was really like dead excited to do apart from see the previews. And the 40k preview, the biggest one of the event, was at 9 or 10 on Saturday.
9 o'clock.
9 o'clock on Saturday. So you had to be there early if you wanted to see that, and that's what I would say as well. Maybe have actual big screens with it on, like maybe in the middle of the hall, because there were screens dotted around the edges, but they were kind of like
they had no sound and they didn't have subtitles.
Yeah, so
It is like-
accessibility was a bit shite, but if they just had one big screen in the main hall for the reveals, that would be good, I think.
Yeah,
But obviously, I know these things are, you know, you can't change where ports and plugs are and stuff, but
No, because Games Workshop are so used to monetizing the reveals that they're all online now, because they used to be private, it used to be just like a projector in a room, but now they're a live stream, so now they got like limited auditoriums and stuff like that, which is fine, which means that also if you can't get into the auditorium, you can still see it happening, which
Yeah,
is
for
also
sure.
cool. But yeah, the best way to watch it, sadly, at the minute, is on your phone rather than like a projector and
Yeah.
or TVs and some speakers knocking about.
I saw people walking around watching it on their phones, like in the hall and stuff.
Yeah, so if you weren't in it, you couldn't hear what happening unless you had your own phone watching it, which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, I think the problem is everyone went on Saturday, and I think it might have been a bit over capacity for the stalls that they had. I think the stalls weren't quite big enough for that many people. Because what you find is, to like give feedback, I should say as well that Games Workshop did provide me a free ticket. So I should say that in advance. So take all my opinions with a pinch of salt. I think the event was very good, but I do think the problem they had is they had very, very good stalls, but there's only like 5.
Mine was paid for. I can say what I like. No, I'm joking. I think the thing is, I've run a lot of events and done a lot of events like this. I think overall was great. It was great, and what I thought was particularly interesting was the majority, unless you've heard different, the majority of the gripes that I've heard were about the queuing. But it's like a convention. You always queue at
problem,
conventions.
isn't it? It's not a Games Workshop Warhammer Fest issue. It's a convention issue, and everyone in 40k or Warhammer is very connected, so everyone hears about it.
Yeah, and I know that you said the tournament was run perfectly, and I
The
think
tournament was great. Yeah, the tournament was fine.
all the staff, and it's a little bit different because obviously I know them. But like they were busy as heck. But even the
Not
people
bragging.
that but even the people that I didn't know, they still stop and say hi and have a chat with people. So they did a good job of kind of managing that aspect of it, I think, because it's very easy to become disenchanted very quickly when you're working at an event like that.
Yeah.
But everyone stayed really happy, which is quite nice.
Yeah, for sure. So I think if you are gonna go to this sort of event, don't go first thing. Go like the second day or even the third day if you can. If you're gonna go on the first day, you're gonna be dealing with everyone else who's going on the first day, and everyone is gonna be like all excited, all raring to go first thing. And everyone's going to go want to see all the Golden Demon. They want to go and see all the 10th edition game. They want to go into the shop. They're going to want to go play the video games all at the same time. When there's 10,000 people in 5 or 6 stalls, that's over 1,000 people at each one that are in a queue.
Yeah.
And that's why everything took so long.
And I'm just reading the comments. As you can see, I'm reading the comments because I'm doing this because these are not good for distance. I do agree. I originally only planned on going on Saturday, and I've seen a few people say there wasn't a lot to do for the amount of time that people were there for. And I obviously ended up staying Sunday. Matters out of my control. But it paid off. But anyway, no, I think that there wasn't a lot.
was that?
That was me saying it paid off because I was in the video. Remember that video?
Oh,
That you.
I wouldn't
But I think that there wasn't lots to do. But then again, it's difficult, isn't it? Because I think we had this
I think there's lots to
conversation.
do, but did you play Warp Forge? Did you play...
No, but, like, once you've
Battle
done
Sector?
that-
Did you play Bolt Gun? It's like, if you spend like half an hour on each one, that's loads to do.
Yeah, but then there's queues in
But
between.
you can't play half an hour of that because there's too many people.
Exactly. And I think if you're there for one day and you're queuing for 4 hours for one thing, you're going to be a bit peeved,
Which is like,
aren't
if
you?
you're going to go one day, don't go on the first day. It's a shame to say, but that's like a convention thing. I think that's a convention problem. It's like, if you go on the first day, everybody wants to see everything, where if you go on the second day, you've been spoiled almost because you already know what's there.
Yeah.
But you can get to it because there's less people who are trying to get to it the next day and then the next day.
And I think in terms of having, like, vendors, if you like, it's really difficult for Games Workshop because, like you said, what do you do? They're all going to be, like, third-party contenders. Even if you have people that do, like, painting demos, you're going to be trying to sell brushes and stuff. So it's interesting to kind of think what else
Yeah, compared to other...
could reasonably be there.
Yeah, what we're saying is like, yeah, like the other conventions, like third-party conventions,
Yeah.
Whether they're local or abroad, they are third-party, so they have Games Workshop as a stall,
Yeah.
but they also have lots and lots of other brands.
You can't
so
do
you could
that.
have like 200 smaller stalls, but if the same amount of people, you got 200 stalls, obviously you're taking a couple hundred people per stall rather than a couple of thousand people per stall.
Yeah.
So I think that was the main problem, is you just didn't have enough variety because they've got all these different mobile games. If you're not interested in mobile games, there wasn't a lot to do.
Is Bolgan a mobile game?
Bolgan's not a mobile game, but there's a lot.
Oh, there was Warp Forge, wasn't there as well? I got so confused. Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you're not interested in like, or gaming as like video games as a whole, there wasn't a great. There's look at Golden Demon, try and play a game of 10th, and that was about it.
Because I'm not bothered about video games.
Or play game, buy stuff from the shop.
Maybe even if they had a shop on either side to cut down the queues.
Yeah, maybe.
You know, maybe, but obviously staffing's going to be an issue.
Yeah,
with parents
and it sounded like staffing was an issue because they had people running demos all day, and then like didn't look like they had like a separate room for breaks and stuff like that, which is really bad. So, well, they had a room for breaks, but they didn't have like food provided. Like some people said, some people left doing demos to get food and then to go back.
Yeah.
So
Jamie said he walked half a marathon on Saturday.
I'm not surprised.
On his like step counter, so it was a busy day for staff, definitely.
But yeah, so like the space was fine, but it was just they didn't have enough stalls, and I don't think that was. I don't think they like planned for having that many people all turn up at once.
Yeah, I think you're right. And like you said, the hands
no
are kind
way-
of tied with what they can have.
Yeah, there's no way they could break it up really. So that was a real big shame, and that really put a Debbie down on everything. And that's what everyone's talking about is like there were too many queues. But as I said, like not to shill because they cut me out of videos anyway, but not to be a big shill. But like once the initial hype had died, the first couple of hours, like Saturday afternoon was nice.
Yeah.
Sunday was pretty good, and today it was dead, like comparatively.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, if you wanted to meet people like me, and other YouTubers that are way more famous than me,
Like me.
they all attended Saturday and Sunday, and then when I went this morning, it was hardly anyone there. Which is also good and bad. So it's kind of like swings and roundabouts. If you've got to kind of be like prepared for these things at conventions, but I do think they could have done a lot more to help that out.
I think
it's like a convention season issue, but they didn't address it. They just kind of went, "Oh, it's a convention."
Yeah,
That's
and
how
I
it
think
felt.
there wasn't anywhere because there was the hobby area, but that was used a lot for like the hobby challenge and stuff. And it would have been nice to have like a free painting area. Do you know what I mean? Like, just obviously you're not going to bring all your paints and
There
stuff
was a
with
free
you.
painting area, but
But did you see the queue for it?
but it was too
Again,
busy, yeah.
the queue was horrendous. It was awful because I thought I'd like to go and do that just for a little bit.
Mhm.
The queue was
So-
huge.
It was rad to see you. Hope you didn't immediately toss the badge in the bin. I have not tossed the badge in the bin. It is the best badge. So Swan Fudge gave me the daddy badge.
I've already told him that I'm keeping that
I've
because
left
I'm
it in
so
the car.
jealous.
It is on my back. That's my tournament backpack, so that is staying on there. It's so good.
It's
So
not.
the
It's going on
lion,
my
it's
work
very
lanyard.
glittery,
I don't think I
and
can
it's-
wear that forward.
no, maybe not. And it says daddy on it. So I just realised this chat is really in the way. My chatbot's broken tonight, as you can see.
It's okay.
So yeah. So otherwise, so we've moaned now. We've said Q bad. Q's are
that's-
bad. I agree.
That's just a given, isn't it? I suppose.
Yes.
Oh my god, guys, please don't. That would be amazing.
That would be.
That would
very
be
good.
elite. Thank you very much.
But what they did have as soon as you walk in was this bad boy. Look at that. That is a life-size Terminator.
With glowy red eyes.
With glowy red eyes. He was huge. So he's obviously life-size if he was on a life-size base.
Yeah.
Which is so good.
It was
so
sick.
good.
It was really good. Yeah.
Which is really, really cool. But overall, like when you actually got to the stalls, it was mint. So the main one, which people were really excited for, was the cosplay stall, because that one didn't have queues, because the cosplayers were just kind of like walking about. We managed to see the award-winning armor by fighting Fisting Johnson, I want to say. That was the name.
Limestone Forge on Instagram?
Yes.
Yes.
Fighting Fisting Johnson on Twitter.
It's incredible.
So-
And also, they're the loveliest person in the world as well. They're so lovely. And I got to have a chat with them on the first day, I think it was. We were talking all about, how they made it. And I think you were there as well when you said, talking about the creation of it. Oh, it's just, I
was quite
it.
interested about like the materials and how they'd done it. So I'd noticed a couple of things that they'd used. I was like, oh, is that? And they were like, yeah, that's that. This is what a space marine looks like when you take the power pack off. You see just all just like flops down. They just can't move without the battery pack on the back.
The best bit was every time you went like to go to the bathroom, if one of the cosplayers had gone to the bathroom, you just see like a huge pair of legs outside the bathroom because they had to take the legs off to get in. It was really funny.
It was funny. That was really good. There's loads of cosplayers, but that one was the award winning because that was just so good.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
I was really impressed with that, and obviously we've got
Weeto.
Weeto there with the Blood Angels as Horus knocking about.
Horus is there, isn't he? They've got some. They always have those two together, which is great.
We put a picture on of two other cosplayers. One is Archeon, like an Archeon and the Sister of Battle as well.
Yeah, so they are Just Jen Cosplay, who is a sister, and then the Archeon was Drac Cosplay on Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. But other than cosplayers, there was also video games as well. So I actually managed to, I managed to film Elliot, but me and Elliot actually managed to play Bolt gun, baby.
You're really excited for this, right?
Mate, this game is so good. And you know who's in it, don't you?
I do know who's in
You
it.
know you
Yes.
can press a button on the keyboard and he talks.
I know
The
you can
taunt
put.
button.
I heard something that was like he just degrades you if you push a button, so you
Yeah.
can
Something
download
is-
that. That's fine.
Something there's no sound.
Between that and Tears of the Kingdom,
I cut the sound because I didn't want you listening to Rahul Kohli.
so I've got Matt Mercer and Rahul Kohli, and you've got 2 games you want to play. So it's going to be a really fun few months for us.
So unfortunately, if you join our Discord, Exclamation Point Discord, we can sort the details out there.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited. I already, as soon as he said, "Oh, I've got something that you're definitely going to steal," and told me about the badge, I was like, I got my Hobby Tourist pin and my Be Gay Do Warhammer pin from Annie as well.
That was cool.
So I was really, really excited about that.
Well, it's like 1990s Doom in 40k. This is Doom 40k essentially.
Yeah.
So I was really excited to talk to the developers. It's been released by, or like it's like All Rock Digital within Focus Entertainment. So Focus Entertainment make like Space Marine, etc. And this is like a smaller publisher that are working with them. And then Elliot died, which is great. But it's really, really cool. It is classic Doom, but with a 40. I'll replay this one. I don't have much B-roll, but it is classic Doom, but like 40k themed. So the bolt gun is like your standard weapon. They're going to be they've got a shotgun that can be unlocked. They've got a las cannon, a grav cannon as the BFG. And it's really, really fun. It feels perfect. I'm not just shilling for him. I played it for like 40 minutes or something.
It does look good.
It is so good. You can play around with the settings, make the pixels bigger if you
Oh,
want to.
really?
To make it look
That's
even
cool, that's
worse
cool.
in inverted commas.
I like that.
But you got like the chainsaw, you got the bolt gun initially. It's so fun to play, and that comes out this month on May 23rd, I believe.
Okay, so you've got Tears of the Kingdom May 12th, this May 23rd.
Yes.
I'm not going to see you.
Yeah,
I'm not
so
gonna see
hopefully
you.
I'm gonna be able to get a code on it on the first day. I'm gonna play it start to finish on hard mode.
On
Let's smash
stream?
it. On stream.
On stream.
And if I don't finish it, I will continue streaming. So you might have to like hold the bottle, bring food,
Like you hold my microphone.
get out. But yeah, if you were interested in that and you were kind of like, that looks kind of cool, I wonder what it's like, it is very, very good. It is very, very good. Is it multiplayer or single player? As far as I'm aware, I only know about single player. I didn't ask about multiplayer.
It's a good question, though.
That's a good question.
If that was multiplayer, that would be really fun.
Yeah, it was really, 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 really good. I was really impressed with it. Everything felt right. You do kind of fly a little bit like in Doom, which you might be like, well, a Space Marine wouldn't jump that far, but it's also like gameplay wise very fun.
Yeah.
So
Doesn't need to be that deep, does it?
no, I thought it was really good. And then this morning, absolute king shit, I played Warp Forge, the card game. And I've complained about card games.
I'll make a Magic player review yet.
On the stream. I said they're a bit slow and a bit boring. But I played this one this morning on Gamers. It was so, so good. So they've got like... It's a mobile card game. And a lot of them are very, very similar. Like, the core mechanics are the same.
Like Hearthstone.
Like Hearthstone, like a bit like Magic and stuff like that. But there was like 4 different decks that you could play with on the demo. There's Space Marines, Necrons, Chaos, and Eldar.
Okay.
And they all had their own mechanics that like were based on how the faction worked. So like Chaos, you could summon troops. So you have like a leader, and then you could summon troops. The leader represents you, but they can fight. And the troops came on, and you had like upgrade cards on to give them a mark.
Okay.
And you could choose which mark they got, so each mark gave you a different ability. So like if you went for Khorne, then you go for like you get like +1 combat but 1 less range damage and stuff like that.
Okay, so it's very thematic.
Yeah, and you can choose how you attack. You can either attack ranged or attack combat, and then you go against their range and combat, and then you have a health stat as well. So it's kind of like similar to Magic, but you have like double like power essentially.
Yeah.
And then double and then the amount of damage you do back in power is quite
No,
fun.
don't, because I'll do it. I'll start playing it if you keep
It's very fun. It's free to play as well. You know.
Is it?
Yeah. So it's the same people who made Horus Heresy Legions, and I really, really enjoyed it. I was actually like, I went in a bit hesitant because I said I've had my complaints about these sorts of card games, but I played Horus Heresy Legions and I found it a bit slow. Whereas this one I found really fun. Like for Necrons, they're really cool because like if you lose a monster or a troop, they get a little logo on them. It's called Remnant, and essentially because they can reanimate.
Can reanimate, yeah.
So you can play if you play another card or trigger a certain ability. If you don't end your turn and you still have it and you trigger it, you can revive monsters really quickly.
That's quite cool.
And then like spiders can bring on more scarabs and stuff like that. And then the Doomstalker in 40k has a rule where there's a stratagem right now where if they attack a Cryptek, like one of the spooky, not the lords, but the guys who like do all the science stuff, if you attack one or kill one, the Doomstalker shoots at it for 2 CP. The card has that rule, so if you attack one of the Crypteks, it shoots at you, so it does 3 damage every time.
I got confused then because I'm like, why is there CP in the card game? But you were talking about.
Well, there's stratagems, but it's like
I meant in the card game.
Yeah, no, there's a stratagem in the card game, but it's a card that you draw every turn.
That was cool.
Yeah, so you draw a card at the start of your turn, but you also draw your stratagem, so you always have that card in your hand, and then you lose it at the end of your turn, but then it comes straight back.
I quite like that.
So you kind of like choose your warlord, and then that card is what you kind of play with. So I was really impressed, and they did a thing, where you got cool stuff. So I got this excellent 1990s mouse mat. Look at that.
Oh, sick. Okay.
Look at that. How cool is that? Which is cool. And they had this like scanner thing.
That's cool. I like that.
They had this scanner thing where you went in and you scanned yourself and you became a card. So here's me as Illuminor Nefor Cahor, because I am a Cahor. There we go. As you can see, download Waterforge right now. So this is me. So they turned you into a card.
That's
which
cool.
is cool.
That's really cool.
So for example, on this card, this is the cost.
Quick, everyone, scan the QR code.
Yeah, this is the cost. This is your life or the health it has, and then the red symbol is melee damage, and that's the range damage.
Okay.
And this is OP because like a 4 cost to have 6 damage in range is ridiculous because everyone else had like 3. So I'm just overpowered, as you can see. So enjoy. That's me. 4 cost, 3, 6, 4. So they made you a cue card, called you a whole. Well played. It was very good. And then they gave me some other stuff. I got some Warhammer Plus posters.
Ooh.
They asked me if I was a Warhammer Plus subscriber, and I said no, and then gave me some posters.
Wonder what you'd have got if you said yes.
I think the same posters. I got a cool badge. Legion's badge. Heresy Legions.
Let's see.
There you go.
Oh, very good.
Legion's badge. Don't know who that is. He's from Legions.
Be a makeup tutorial person. There you go.
There we go. A badge.
Very cool.
And then I got some bookmarks.
Oh.
Double-sided.
Nice.
Which is fun. So you got like some aliens on it. Warhammer aliens, as you can see. I don't think they are double-sided. I think it's the same on both sides.
What's that? They're printed on both sides.
And then I got some socks.
Actually.
they're a bit of a funny material, but I think they're socks.
No, I've got
Someone said they were. Is that a tie? And I was like, I'm pretty sure.
No, so I've got some One Direction socks that are like this. A lot of times when you print something on, they do it on this.
I've just noticed it says Warpforge, but then when you got your feet up on the couch, it says I'm playing Warpforge on the bottom.
That's cute. That's
How
cute.
cool's that? Free socks, gamers. How cool's that?
That's very cool.
Right. So then I got a VIP ticket because I'm a VIP. You see. So that was fun. So I played that for a bit with Elliot. I played Elliot and won.
Oh.
With the Necrons. He was using Chaos Cringe. No, Necrons seemed pretty good. They're still in the balancing stages, so I did say Necrons were quite good, but maybe I should have kept my mouth shut.
Look what you've done. You've ruined it for everybody.
I know. The socks are made of the same material as a mouse mat, I swear. Yeah, it did feel quite similar. No, it's okay. I told my mate, you bet the choice of a mouse mat or socks, and he felt the socks like these feel like a mouse pad. They do feel they're a weird material. Yeah. Very trashy. So I'm looking forward to wearing my socks while playing Warpforge on my mobile device one day. I should do an advert for them. So that was cool. And then there was obviously Golden Demon. Now I got some videos, but there's obviously loads of pictures of Golden Demon, so I feel like it's a bit pointless that I filmed it all. But otherwise, there was this one that didn't have a picture, which was very, very cool.
I love that one. It's so good.
Here we go. So this one's called Road to Golden Demon, as you can see. So he's got like the little calendar, and it says Golden Demon Day, and he's got all crossed out, and he's building a Spartan. This is so cool. You can see like the scale of it. That's not Trajan. That's Valdor next to it. So that's a 60mm base. This was so good. Don't do an advert for them. They'll just cut you and use Georgie.
I'm having a great time playing Warforged, the new card game
Shut
with
up.
excellent mechanics.
Shut up. But that one was very, very cool. I was really impressed with that one. Like
It's pretty cool.
everything's green stuff as well. I don't know if it's. I feel like that's a printout, but I feel like it has to be. No, I feel like it has to be freehand. Because
I'm gonna go old person mode. Sorry, guys.
I can't quite tell. I feel like it has to be freehand because it's a painting competition. You can't just print everything out.
That's a printout.
Might be. Probably is because of the text.
Use the text, yeah. It's so cool though.
Yeah, it's cool. Glavak says, "Love the tiny epic Gretchen."
Is that Ollie's? No.
That is the only epic Gretchen that was entered.
That's my friend's. Do you have? I don't have a picture of it. That's my friend's. My friend did that, and he got a finalist pin for it.
He did. Yeah, which is cool.
So I've known Ollie for ages. He's an amazing comic book writer. I love him, but he makes me sick. He's so talented, and it was his first time ever entering, and that was his. Yay! Ollie Gerlach. You can follow him on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, he was cool. Just make sure you don't put the mouse on the socks and your feet on the mouse mat. Yikes. Ollie's Grot was amazing. Ollie's Grot was great. So that's Steve. We met Steve with Ollie.
Yay!
There you go. There you go.
Hi,
It all
everyone.
comes together. There we go. So it's really cool to meet everybody this weekend. We saw some cool stuff. I don't have much else to look at. We've done the rules. We've talked about that. We haven't really talked about the Leviathan box too much. Let's look at the Tyranids.
I went to go through the Tyranids with Katie.
You're right.
Sorry, I was just really.
Went, nah, you don't look at the
I'm
Tyranids. It's video time, everyone.
I'm not.
Video time. We like video time.
Okay. Same.
Video time. He's badass. Look at the brain boy. You don't like the brain boy?
Okay.
Well, tell Games Workshop's most favourite top content creator doesn't like the new release. Cringe.
I didn't say that. I'm just not a Tyranid player.
Why?
I never vibe with Tyranids, but what made me happy was seeing how happy Katie was when we went to go and see
Katie
them.
was very happy.
She was so happy.
You see that one? They're eating. They're like cats. Look, watch.
that is
big ball.
very cat behaviour.
He's cool.
Yeah, I like that one.
So these also badge from Swanforge, the Barbies, because they're barbed gaunts. Or Barbies.
That is so cute. Katie would adore that. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to follow you guys on Instagram because you have so many
I
good
don't know which
vibes.
one it is, but yeah. They're very cool. I don't know if you knew, guys, but I've been painting Tyranids.
I do like the scheme. I
don't
do.
know if you knew, but what if this new box set looked like this?
Oh God.
I'm not sat in the right position. You're
Oh,
sat in my
sorry.
What if it looked like this? How cool would that be? Why are you struggling?
Because I'm trying to give you some room.
Alright.
But they are cool. I like them.
You don't
stuff I
like them, do you?
more.
You
No,
don't
I
like
just
them?
think the thing is with Tyranids.
We put the cool video on and you're like,
I'm
oh,
sorry.
oh, it's so boring.
I don't think they're boring. I'm just not a Tyranid wall.
Look at them though. They're Von Ryan.
Who's Ryan?
In. They're called Von Ryan's Leapers.
That was a joke.
Something like that. It's that old one, isn't it? It's
I
the
don't
old one,
like
isn't it?
them.
It's that one from Olden days, isn't it?
Can we look at like the Heresy and Oldhammer announcement? Because that's okay.
What am I trying to make?
Yeah, but it's Warhammer.
Not
30,000.
Rose Tinted Glasses channel. Everything is grey. Me getting the new box, everything is grey.
Very funny.
So you hate the Tyranids, that's what we're saying. So what we got the Screamer Killer. He's cool. Not seen him before. Have you seen the original model? Do you know which one we mean when we say it's based on the old one?
Do you want to not talk to me like I'm a cat or a child,
Do
please?
you not know that one? Shall we show you?
don't.
Classic Screamer Killer. It's based off this bad boy.
Oh, he's cute. They should have kept it.
Oh.
But great picture.
That's because it's a really old picture.
That's cute. I like him.
You like
He's
him,
cute. He's cute.
but you don't like him.
No, he's not as cute.
Him.
That's cute.
Him.
No.
Well, he's cool. He's badass. He's very big. Then there's this one, the Neuro Type.
That was cool. I like that.
You
That's
said
cool.
that's literally the first one that came on the video when you started
Well,
going, I hate Tyranids,
I
actually.
didn't-
I'm trying to turn the narrative because everyone loves the Tyranids and you're like,
I know,
"No,
I
bro."
think they're cool, but the thing
And I
is,
got caught from the video and you hate Tyranids.
I don't hate Tyranids. I never said that I hated Tyranids. I'm just not a Tyrannid girl. You know what I mean? It's just not for me.
That is Tentacrawl. That is going to be a perfect colour scheme. I'm going to paint him like Tentacrawl.
Yeah, well, I mean, you've already used those colours, aren't you? So that's
yeah,
perfect.
Yeah, exactly. And he's based on an old model as well. I think it's the old Neurothrope.
It's based on
Right.
Tentacrawl.
Well, yeah. I think that's how you spell it. There's like an old classic. Can I remember the old Tyranid model that looks like has the same head? It's not this one. There's one I can't remember. Like, let's put old Tyranids. Old metal Tyranids.
Old Tyranids.
Old metal Tyranids. I'll know it as soon as I see it. There was one with a big head that looks like the Neurotitan. Tyrant, sorry. That
the
one.
what?
It's the Zoanthrope. Ah, old
I was going to say that.
Zoanthrope. There we go.
Okay, so it's him.
So you can see, like this.
Look at his little feet.
This became this. And then now what they've done is they've kind of taken that old head and put it on this and called it a Neurotitan.
I like
Tyrant, sorry.
his little cloven hooves better.
This one. You
Yes.
preferred this to
Yes,
this.
I do.
You're being problematic.
Because it's old. I like
You're being
old
problematic.
things.
We're talking about new Tyranids and how cool they are. Look at the brains.
That is cool. It's a nice paint job.
You're really struggling, aren't you?
It's not for me.
You're struggling.
I'm
struggling so
sorry.
much. Just say they're cool. Be
They're
chill.
They're really
Jesus.
cool. Oh.
Okay, these are Neurogons.
They're cute. I like their little.
We've seen this already. These are Von Ryan's Leapers. Know why they call it that?
No.
Me neither. No, I'm joking. It's because they were found on Von Ryan.
They're like little.
These are the Barbies,
Barbies.
as you can see. So they're cool. I don't know what they're supposed to do. But I've gone to a Tyranid artillery organism. They got Psychophage, the cat. They were munching on the Space Marines. Having a great time.
With his little chimneys.
Mm-hmm. And that was cool. Do you want to look at old one now?
Yeah.
You don't care about any of this, do you?
It's please.
Jesus Christ. Look,
And then-
brand new cool 40k.
And we only
the
got
entire focus of
one
the channel.
announcement for Lord of the Rings. Which
Who
is
cares about
not-
Lord of the Rings?
Maybe some people do.
Do you want to look at Imperial Fists?
Can't believe the face of content creators hates nids. I know, yeah, sorry. Like, come on. That's so cool. That's so much cooler than a Tyrannid. I'm sorry. Can we see Old World? I think we should see Old World, personally. That's really cool. I think that's really exciting.
Devin Ashadon.
Mm.
He's a master of the True Sons. Not like you. You're not true. You hate Tyranids. He's got an axe.
It's beautiful.
Tell me all about him now.
He's cute.
Cool. What about this guy?
Everyone's been very excited about this on the internet.
But not you.
No, I like it.
Why are you struggling?
What do you want me to say?
It's so cool.
It is so cool.
God,
Look
be
at it.
chill.
I
You
can't.
games like shop top content creator try harder.
I really like it.
I got cut from the
It looks
video and this
really-
is all you're giving me.
It looks really cool. It looks
Oh.
really cool.
And then there's a plastic titan. Which,
Yes,
when
this is cool. This is sick. This is like.
Because when I saw it, I was like, I've seen a Lancer. What
It's
do you mean?
so good.
It's exactly the same.
It's shut up. No, it's different. It's
It's
beautiful.
not. It's not different.
You wouldn't understand. It's different.
It's not.
It's
Have you
great.
seen the resin one?
Yeah, and
It's the same. Except for the bendy lands.
Except for it's resin. It's awesome. I
Except
love
for
it.
the bendy lads, it's just the same.
Grow
I saw the
up.
video. I saw this video, and I was like, I was with Josh at the time, Pickle Jar, and I was like, that way across screen, cringe, and I was just like, mate, I've seen that one. They've already released that. Why are they doing it again? And then I realised it was plastic.
Which is exciting. It's just another Space Marine. Oh, that's nice. It is nice. I like them. They're better than Turner.
It's just a Titan. They've
Yeah,
already
but-
done it. It's nice that it's in plastic, but it's the same.
Tyranids also already exist, and they all look the same.
They're
You
all
couldn't
new.
even remember what their names were because they all look
They're
the
all
same.
new.
So
Jesus Christ.
show me the
Anyway,
cool Bretonians.
you wanna
Look at the
Old
old
World?
hammer.
last one then, because they do have Tomb Kings.
Yeah, well, you were excited about that, so I don't know why you're saying we can't look at it.
I'm not saying
Getting
I'm not
aggressive now,
saying we
look.
can't- I never said we couldn't look at it. I'm
You
saying
said it
just
was boring.
be excited for Tyrannid. Jesus
I
Christ.
don't want to be experimenting. Oh, look at him!
So this was fun. Are you going to
It's
be
sick.
excited?
Yes,
this
I will.
video?
I'll be excited. Sorry, it's very my bag, so I'll be excited with it.
This is cool seeing this.
It's so cool. It's just so nicely done.
Because I used to have the Bone Train. I used to have the 9 chariots with Cetra attached to it. They called it the Bone Train.
That's what they called me in college as well. It's not. I'm sorry. That was really tasteless. I'm sorry. That was very unpopular. I was looking at
Watch the
Warhammer.
video. Movie time.
Excited.
I'm very excited. But also it's resin. Maybe.
If
They
they
there's gonna be a
said,
mixture of resin and plastic kits.
and they're not doing a starter kit, are they? Because they said that they assume that anyone who's going to be playing this is not going to be their first time coming to a miniature game. So
Actually, that's not what they said according to Eddie Eccles on Twitter, hashtag at Eddie.e or whatever. his name is.
okay,
So they're not doing a starter set, i.e. a recruit elite command edition. They're doing a launch box, i.e. Age of Darkness. So like a big box to get into the game
okay,
with rules in.
okay.
But they're not doing like mini starter sets where you have like two little units against each other with one character. They're doing one big launch like Heresy.
Well, consider me fact checked.
Yeah,
I was
which
under
is-
the
which
impression they
argu-
weren't doing that.
Which for most people you would consider that a starter set.
Yeah.
But it's like it's going to be like 200 quid. That's why they're not called it a starter set.
Right.
The starter
Okay,
sets
that
you can
makes
pick one
sense.
up for like 40 quid. So for example, the 40k one will have a starter set. It'll have one with one character, one unit on each side, and then they'll have like another one that's like one character, maybe a couple of extra units, and then like one with everything in, like the one that they're launching. So like the Leviathan box isn't a starter set; it's a launch box. So that's just
Semantics.
Games Workshop terminology.
I
really
know.
dumb.
Shill hashtag shill moment.
But yeah, so Prince of Tan tweeted about it, and then Eddie corrected him. But
Right,
I feel
okay.
like they're just not like clarified what a launch and a starter box is. It's very different. So there's going to be a launch box, not a starter set. It's the same thing.
Well, that's where I was confused. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
good play.
Anyway, video time. Pog.
You literally text me like, Tomb Kings, Tomb Kings, Tomb Kings. You're so excited.
Look at him.
It's sick. It looks so
Look
good.
at him. He's amazing. He's exactly what he should be.
Yes. Beautiful.
You've seen people flipped out when that cut happened.
Of course they did. How could you
They were
not?
like, oh my god! And then it
Yeah.
all went black, and then that started playing. They're like,
Oh, so cool. Oh,
it is good.
doesn't it just make you go, Wolf?
Tyranids do.
Oh my god, grow up.
We will fight for our people,
Yes, baby.
for our home, for the lady.
What a lady!
It's for me.
It's very, very cool.
It's gonna be so good.
So yeah, so a big starter set is planned. But not starter set, launch box. Sorry, clarify. The mold is so classic. You could tell me that mini came out 30 years ago, and I believe you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
exactly.
100%.
They've both captured it perfectly. Like this is the natural progression of
Yeah.
if they've been continuing this game for the past 10 years or
This is
whatever it was.
how,
This
yeah.
is what it looked like now. So they've said there's going to be a mixture of plastic and resin. And I imagine this is going to be... A lot of people are wondering if it's going to be Finecast. I don't think it will, because this is done by the specialist design team, which is what Forge World is now.
Oh, is that what they call themselves now?
Yeah, so the games that Forge World manage is like the specialist design studio.
Sorry.
So it's like Blood Bowl, Heresy, stuff like that. So anything that's resin is probably going to be Forge World resin. So whilst it might be resin characters, they're probably going to be okay. So don't worry too much.
Such a cool mini.
Yeah, it is very cool.
It's just gorgeous. And I think Elliot and I were saying, like, think of all the fun you can have with a heraldry. Because that's the kind of sentence I say out loud.
Yeah, I love that they're using
Oh,
the old
look at that. I
logos.
was literally about to
That's
look
the
at the
old
artwork.
artwork. Yes,
It's
the old
so
battle-
good.
army books even.
So
Um,
good.
But yeah, so I'm excited for that. But I also think like,
You're not going to... Are you going to play that?
do you think it'll look better on a round base?
No, I knew you were going to say that.
Don't
I
you think
knew
it'll look better
you were
on a
going to
round
say that.
base? Come on
And
now.
I was literally about to go, you know what I love? Square bases. On a round base, it wouldn't look right. It'd be
No,
like a
it would.
dog walking on its hind legs.
No, I
It
think
has
we'll
to
call
be
it
on a
brown
square-
base.
No,
Might use them as Ossiarch Bone Reapers.
that might look cool on a round base. My baby has to be a square base.
Yeah, but
Has to be a square
it's so
base.
funny though, because at the same time they were talking about this, they talked about the Age of Sigmar release, which is not that. This.
Yeah,
And these
yeah,
are,
no.
and these are the successors to Bretonians, and I'm like, they just look, they're on round bases. That's pretty cool.
Also, I'm absolutely not getting them because I'm not paying horses.
Well, Bretonians are gonna be nice, mate.
Yeah, no, but they're not
Nice
going to have
big
as
horses.
many horses. Look, this is all horses.
That's what they've come from. That's what you're
Oh,
based on.
look!
I'm cringe square. I'm square gang. Square gang or circle gang?
Yeah, let us
I'm
know,
round
please.
gang. Round gang.
Square
Round
gang, square
round
gang, square gang. Put a poll in the chat right now.
We need a poll. Oh, you can see it all happening. Round gang. I can't spell. Round gang. Square gang.
I'm literally like watching this like a.
You don't see what I'm typing. That's all right then.
What have you said?
Round gang or square gang cringe?
Oh my god, grow up.
So the
I didn't really see much of a Sigmar once, to be fair. I wasn't.
that was pretty much
Respectfully, I wasn't.
There was the
paying
Morg
attention.
Grunter. I want to watch the video because I haven't actually seen these.
I've not seen any of the Sigmar ones, really.
Coming this year to the Go
Go the whole hog, get it.
Superdome! Giant monster action! See the Morg Grunter take on everyone! Everyone!
Look at the size of it. Big
If you
pig.
miss this, you better be dead.
Big
And
pig
if you
gang.
did, get neck off.
The production of this video is elite.
Takes the bacon. You get it.
Nah, that's the best. That's the best
That
video.
marketing is
That's
good.
so good.
That market is good.
It's
Look,
cool.
Big pig. God, you really struggle
It's
to
just not my vibe.
Wow, that's kind of cool.
No, it is cool. It is cool, but I like what I like. I
Big
think
pig
I should
gang.
be punished for that.
I'm all in on pig.
It is very cool.
You know why? Round base.
You're gonna say
Big pig gang.
that. It is good. It is very cool. It is cool. I'll
That
give
is
you
cool.
that.
Everyone is square base cringe.
Where does it say the answers?
There.
Oh, guys,
Or there.
I
Square
can't
gang
read
cringe.
that.
Square gang cringe. 54%.
I can't believe you'd all do this to me.
Round gang. That's what they're voting for. Square gang cringe or round gang.
Oh, I'm winning.
You can't read.
I really.
You're winning by 1%.
The screen's too far away, so when I have my reading glasses on, it's not a
Mr.
good time
Pig.
for me. It's John Pork.
John Pork. Yeah.
John Pork.
If you have seen John Pork, you'll know. But if you haven't,
No, please don't put a picture
I'm
of
not
him on.
I'm not putting John Pork on. No, I do not want to horrify people. But that was our experience of Warhammer Fest. So overall, go for one day, not Saturday. You'll have a great time. If you like a bit of everything.
I'll try not to get emotional, teammates. I think that what I liked about it the most, obviously I was a little bit nervous about going because I already kind of put a big thing about this on Twitter and Instagram.
Hashtag.
I-
Get followers again. God.
I have been doing Warhammer and been like Warhammer adjacent, and it was my job for a lot of years. For like over 10 years now, which is quite upsetting. And it's really weird because I still always sometimes feel like on the periphery of it, like hobby adjacent, and I've never been made to feel uncomfortable or unwelcome, but in my head I kind of am like, I don't belong here. So I was nervous about going in. Obviously you were in the tournament, so I was going in by myself on Saturday, and that's obviously I knew a lot of people that were there, but it was still kind of scary. But everyone was just so lovely, and I think oftentimes it's the loud parts of the community that get a lot of attention, isn't it? They might be the minority, but they're shouting the loudest. And they're just bigoted assholes. And everyone that I have ever come across in this community is so kind and so nurturing and so funny and so caring. And it was just so nice to get to, as I said in that video, I don't know if you guys saw, it was just so nice to like get to see everybody again that I know, and friends for life. Like we bonded at the Heresy event as people that I've not seen in person since, who like run up to you and give you the biggest hug, and it's just, yeah, it's a very nice feeling of community that you're in this space with like 10,000 other people and everyone there cares about the same things, which is really nice, I think.
So ignore the bigots online
Yeah,
and just go to these events.
block them.
block a minute. So I was gonna say, I got some more some golden demon stuff. These are the golden demon open categories.
That was sick. That was
Excuse the
sick.
shaky footage. It's playing a little bit fast for some reason. Because I can't remember.
Because you did, because you fucked up.
But yeah, I got a little extra couple of bits and bobs. Not a great deal.
Don't know.
But you know.
I love that. That's so good.
These are up in the open category.
Oh my god, am I just like a space marine person?
You're just a space marine.
Is that
You
what
really
that is?
cringe.
Is that what that is, guys?
You really cringe, yeah. This is Fletcher's
Oh,
entry.
Fletcher's was insane.
But
I
there's
saw
lots
it.
of good pictures, so I'm not like gonna dwell too much on all of these. But
The worst thing is, like, on some of the pictures, you're like, oh yeah, it's the lighting and stuff that makes it look that good. But some of them,
This was Youngbloods, I believe.
no, that wasn't Youngbloods.
No,
This
this
was
is just tiny.
This was something different.
Tiny scale.
The Youngbloods category made me want to cry in a corner.
I like the.
I love a little
background.
mini. Have you seen a little mini baby?
Yeah. Little tiny backgrounds. are
Yeah,
cool
they're
as
really
well.
really cool.
So. Oops, on that one. This one.
That was so insane. That's
Such a.
that's cool.
Well, you like tuning it. It's crazy.
That's
Where
cool.
was that energy like 5 minutes ago?
When they
Jesus.
look that cool,
Like
then
a
I'll
blood from
have that
stone.
energy. Grow.
They got a finalist pin. Great job for them.
It's the don't be like that. It's the green on that one that I love so much.
Great job. These are nice. I've seen that
Yes,
Bellacore before. He's
that
got an entire
Bellacore's
army that looks
incredible.
like that. So.
That's so good.
So yeah, all my footage play really fast. So when I make like a video
That's
about it
good.
later, I can slow it all down. But because it's all raw footage,
This
I'm
is
sorry.
very stressful to watch, actually.
Good.
Good. Ah,
This is like single characters.
I love the street lamp one. I think that's amazing.
Oh, there we go. I didn't realize I had to click it for every video. So
That's
yeah,
like on the
really, really
whole
nice.
look.
So these are all the
Really
finalists.
beautiful.
So we managed to get.
Oh, is this just the finalists and they put them all together?
So yeah, so we got in last night, so we got a little bit of filming. So
Okay.
when it had quieted down, they were starting to judge them, so they moved them around on the shelves. So these are the finalists. So the Youngbloods were crazy good. Some of them could have topped all the categories without a doubt. Yeah, definitely.
100% agree. Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely. Well, I'll remember to click the right buttons this time. It actually works. So if I go play back.
Oh, it's so good. That's beautiful.
Yeah, it's gorgeous that.
That's
What I will
stunning.
say is, going back to Warpforge, you know, because they gave me a cool mouse mat.
Yeah.
They were giving away a Gazgul Thracker painted by Ninjon.
Oh, sick! Really?
If you posted about Warpforge, and they were giving away that Abaddon painted by Angel Giraldez. If you posted about Horus Legions.
I didn't know
They were giving away some
that.
sick shit. Yeah, so they had 2 of the cabinets and then like a little instructions like post about it on Instagram.
That's
And you win.
cool. I
They
didn't
gave
know
those away
about
today.
that.
So,
Did you get one? Did we get one? Can we put it on the mantelpiece?
I wish. I wish. So this was
Crazy that some of these didn't even get pins. Yeah, I mean, like the standard, I think was.
this was
insane.
this was during judging. So these are either these are ones if they got pin nets from obviously yes, but if they haven't got pin nets and they're being considered. So as you can see, there's people walking around in the background because they're just like judging them at the time. So, but these are like the diorama categories, which is used to be the hack to get a golden demon. That was the old theory.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Not
because
anymore.
They're all really nice.
They're insane.
So there are a couple of extra little bits of footage. Sorry, it's a bit erratic. As I said, like my camera was filming in a weird format for some reason.
One of those is Ollie's as well. You got 2 finalist pins.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Like for example, if I do that,
That's so cool.
there you go. So you can actually see this.
That's just like the setup of that is really really beautiful.
Where's your entry, mate? Oh, mate, mine was like down at the bottom. I did put in my Brutalis Dreadnought as an entry, and no, not even a sticker. Not even a sticker. I was gutted.
It's really good.
I gave it a go.
Really good. It's really good.
I gave it a go, but no, I didn't get a sticker, which is a bit of a shame. But you know, I wasn't going in on a serious. It was kind of like, if I get a sticker, I'm win. That'd be the thumbnail tonight.
Yeah.
Won another painting competition.
They saw your tweet about, I'm gonna go and win it like I did at Chillcon. They were like, we're gonna humble him real good.
May we see it? I can show you. I show you a picture of it in the cabinet. The best picture is on Instagram because it was featured in Warhammer community. Don't know if you knew.
I've been in that with you. It was beautiful though. It was a very very good paint job.
Where's it gone? Where's it gone? I got a picture of it, definitely. There. Here it is in the cabinet, looking cute.
That's Heretic Wargaming's one that I was telling you
Oh,
about.
good. Bet you got a finance.
He didn't actually.
That was mine. That was mine. I gave it a go.
It's beautiful.
Clearly not, or they would have picked it, you know. But no, it's I when I picked it up, I wasn't gutted, but I was like, I wonder why. And I looked at it and I was like, I could see loads of things. Like this rivet here, it's in the car, I'd show you. This rivet here, bit splodgy. Why? Do you know why? Because the glue melted the rivet, so it's a bit splodgy. You see here on the base, there's sand on that leg, and I haven't painted it. I've left it grey, or like sandy colour, not brown. And here, for example.
Don't do this. Don't do this. It's not good for you to do this.
No, it's fine. There's like a water splodge there. And then that's reflection that. But so I was like, you know what? Fair enough. That's why I didn't get a finalist page, or they would have gone, oh yeah, because of that you can't go through. We're not going to recommend you. But the problem is that I couldn't get feedback because the judges weren't there. You couldn't ask why. You couldn't be like, hey man, can you give us like.
Well, they're funny about feedback, aren't they? Sometimes.
No, it would have been nice for, hey, how come I didn't get considered? And people can be like a bit knobhead about it, but it was like, it would have been nice to be gay. Hey, why didn't I get a thing? Yeah, can you give us a bit of feedback, something to work on for next time? But there you go. But it does look
I love
good.
it.
It does look good on my Instagram.
It does look good.
Instagram's
Everything's gone off. Sorry, I'm very bad at streaming.
You are bad at streaming, yeah. This is why I do it. 1 second. You know, this is it in like proper lighting.
Oh my god! Hello, 2,000 likes.
I know. Look at me, famous, crazy. So that's what it actually looks like. But then, like you can see the same. So you can't see the rivet. Oh, it doesn't let you zoom in on Instagram. That's so dumb. But you can see like this sand here, and I was like, if they saw that, that's it straight out. There's also a mold line there, and or like the join there. So there's little things like that that probably held me back, but I was happy with it. So that was a great thing.
It looks great. It looks really good.
Thank you. Yeah. Anyway, 51% Square Gang, and they're cringe.
Hey, no, you have taste.
What's with the Mario music? It's chill, bro. It's chill. Vince Ventura says this is why Golden Demon is bad, beating yourself up over a great job. But thank you.
The thing.
I wasn't beating myself up. It was kind of like, oh, I didn't get one. I wonder why. And then I gave it another look, and I was like,
Yeah, but the first thing you did when you said you didn't get one was start to go over everything you've done wrong, and like obviously the standard there is so ridiculous. I was talking to
improvement.
There's a difference between improvement and beating yourself up over things. Like I was talking to Andy Wardle, my buddy, and he was saying that like the people he's chatted to, they put at least 350 to 400 hours into an entrance.
I put like 300 minutes.
300 minutes. So
I put like 3 days into this. So.
Yeah.
So
I think it's great.
Well done. Golden Demons are a whole nother like. Yeah, he was. I put it in for a bit of me. Like one of my friends was like, "Oh, I've got a spare ticket. Anyone want it?" And I was like, "Imagine if I got the God Gamer Gauntlet." Golden Demon wins the tournament and gets like favorite player all at the same time. I'd just retire, I think.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd be like, you know what, I have completed Warhammer now.
Blaze of Glory.
The first Warhammer Fest after the pandemic, the biggest one they've ever done. The Disney of Warhammer Fest.
The Disney of
Disneyland
Warhammer
Fest, yeah. Wins Golden Demon. Or a Golden Demon, not even Slayer Sword, just a demon. Wins the tournament, but Innis won, by the way.
Oh, did he? Yeah, Innis!
So I could have been Innis and won a Golden Demon and got favourite player because I'm a legend.
I'm glad Innis won.
Could have been me.
I could have been you.
Never mind. I need that sportsmanship award. I do. So, what time is it over there? It is 25 past 9. So speaking of retiring, I think it's time for us to retire for the rest of the evening.
That was a good segue.
So thank you so much for tuning in, everyone. I hope you all had a great time. DD Line, if you're still there, make sure you message me because they won these commemorative series miniatures. So we got the Commissar GT and the Tolgar Split Eye, so we gave those away this evening.
Very cool.
Thank you so much for the support, everyone. Really appreciate it. Thank you for coming in and chatting about our experience of Warhammer Fest, the woes and cons, and the pros and bonbons, because it was sweet.
Okay.
See, I'm good at this.
Oof.
Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. I was really glad. I wasn't too upset my train got cancelled because it meant I got an extra half a day with everybody, which is really, really nice.
Yeah. So if you came and see us this weekend, one or the other or both, it was very lovely to meet you all. I was very overwhelmed with how much love I was getting. And like, hi, I watch your videos. I was like, what do you mean you watch my videos? You're a number on the screen. You're not a person.
And it's so funny because people will be like, oh, I'm Jeremy, and I'm like, I need like a username.
Yeah,
otherwise I don't know who you are.
Sometimes people would be like, hello, my name. I'd already met Andy, but for example, my name's Andy Tech Dad. I'm like, yeah, but what's your human name? Obviously it's Andy, but in that regard, I was like, yeah, what's your human name? And then sometimes they'd be like, hello, I'm James. I'm like,
I don't know what that is.
What are you online, James? Yeah. Oh, I'm this. I'm like, on what platform, James? Yeah, for example. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
hence my name is my username. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
nice to meet you, Steve Clapton. So, because I should use it. I was like, oh, Steve, what's your real name?
You're like, Steve.
It's funny. It's
No,
funny.
it was fantastic, and I feel very lucky to have been able to be there.
It was funny when I was introducing Elliot to some of the other content creators, and I was like, this is Pete the Wargamer Pete. Because I'd be like, oh, this is Cult of Paint Andy or Cult of Paint Henry, and I'd be like, this is Pete the Wargamer Pete. And then I was like Richard, which I thought was funny.
I quite liked that you tried to introduce me to a guy from Midwinter Minis, and he shouted you down. I was like, I know who Georgie is. I was like, thanks, babes. Get it.
I did give him my head though.
You
And
did.
it was talking about using it with varnish, I think.
And he.
We'll
There's
see.
some very troubling collabs on the horizon with those two, I think, with the sounds of it.
Yeah, I've never actually met Guy, and then I spoke to him for the first time in person then, and we were talking about some very sexy collaborations, quite literally.
And Hattie and I were like,
Yeah, you guys would have to film it. That'd be the problem.
okay. But we said we're going to have little Prosecco's, so it's going to be fine.
So yeah,
I'm really tired.
isn't Guy the loveliest? It was great.
Guy is the sweetest,
Yeah.
sweetest person ever.
Yeah.
Like, he had all the time in the world to take pictures with people. He was just good vibes. Really good guy.
Yeah. He's pretty good in videos, but he's funnier in person. Don't know if
He's
that's an
really
insult.
funny in
Don't know if that's an
person.
insult or not.
No,
but
he's a really good guy.
people have their real name as IRL name in Big Britain. That's true. Username is IRL name. Very true. Anyway, retire. Time to go.
Yes.
I'm
I
very
have
tired.
to look fresh for my birthday tomorrow.
It is your birthday tomorrow, so we're off to celebrate. So thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. What are you laughing
That
for?
sounded rude.
Like, okay, so no dinner for you tomorrow.
No, I
night.
want dinner.
So thank you very much for tuning in, everyone. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you for your support. If you if you came and saw us this weekend, thank you so much. It was really nice to meet you. We're going to be both going to UK Games Expo. If you want to meet us there, if you go in, me, you, and Tom, and
Yep.
then Elliot as well on the Sunday. They're coming separately. They can't be in the same room. It's like Batman.
It is,
and Bruce
yeah.
Wayne.
Yeah, it's bad.
So if you are going today, you want to meet us there, that'd be really cool. If not, I will see you at another event soon. It's all happening very fast because it's like May. That's happening at the end of next month.
Yeah, it's really soon.
So that's the next big one. So, but otherwise, I'll be live Wednesday for the morning news.
Oof.
I know. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. They've done it all this weekend, so I feel like it's going to be quiet for the next 2 days. But I'll be more awake.
This is true.
That's it. So, guys, thank you so much. I love you all. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next one. Bye! And then we hold it because we have to press end stream.
Okay, hurry up then.
Bye!